Good morning, Wiffle Nation. More importantly, PLW Nation. We have the Vaderz and we have the Night Owls here for this 10 a.m. series this morning. I have Mr. Randy Dalby here for his PLW booth debut. How's it going, Randy?
Doing good, Chad. Pleasure to be here.
It's very, very nice to have you. You know, we saw season 6 was moving to the weekends, and everybody had all these thoughts going through their heads. There was hundreds of thoughts that went through people's heads of availability, how are we going to do this, cameras, too much heat, too much sun, can we fit the games in? But my first thought was Dalby. I'm getting that guy in the booth. No more dodging it, Randy, because the games, I mean, he flies in from Arizona, so it's tough for him to, make the Wednesday and the Thursday. He comes for one series, but now all these games grouped together, I'm able to grab them. We got Grandpa Bill here, Kyle Edders, great-grandfather, not too great, just one great-grandfather, 95 years old. He's going to throw out the first pitch. Looks like he might be a lefty. Nice, right, Grandpa Bill.
Pitch. Awesome.
Great, 95 years old. I hope I can do that when I'm 95, Randy. Good stuff here at PLW. Let's see how this series shapes up now, Randy. We got the Night Owls coming in at 5-10, and we got the Vaderz coming in at 12-3. Night Owls kind of got smacked around the last couple weeks. What do you think? Can they hang with this Vaderz team?
Yeah. So for them, it's they got to play defense. Like they can't make the errors. They got to basically play perfect. That's their key. And then also, will their pitchers outside Levi be able to throw strikes and keep these guys in the game? For the Vaderz, I think it's just they've been rolling, keep doing what they've been doing. That's their game plan.
Yeah, the Vaderz defense has been incredible all season long. So the Night Owls are going to have to play that perfect defense just to hold par on that side. And then we'll talk about the offenses here. The Vaderz have been on fire, and the Night Owls have not. So this is really a tough matchup coming in for these Night Owls. The Night Owls have a very good lineup here, though, today. They've mixed it up a little bit, Randy. It's first time we've ever seen this. Andrew Miller will be leading off. Levi Lawrence in the 2-hole. Beau Evans, 3rd. Kiefer McClendon, 4th. Brian Brundage, 5. Alec Holligan hitting 6th. And below the line is just Kyle Silva. So the Night Owls have 7 guys here.
Okay. Well, it's a good idea when things aren't going your well. Just mix it up, give it a different look, and see how things play out.
See that lineup up there? It is as it shows. We'll do the Vaderz lineup while we have about 15 seconds here before we start. Billy Santiwan, Tanner Roundy, Kyle Eder, Nate Stepna, Alec Hutt, and Tyler Walensky, Sesai, Alacorn, and Jason Walker below the line. This week, the Vaderz submitted a lineup into the manager's chat of all 12 guys on their team, and only 8 have come. Jerome Binloss came down with the flu. Ethan Ibarra, flight delayed, may make it,
it's
but it's looking doubtful. And then they're missing one other player. It was, Gio is just in a no-call, no-show at the moment here. So we'll see if he comes. Maybe he's running a little late. But this game is not running a little late as Tanner Roundy steps on the mound to face Andrew Miller. Andrew's had that broken finger starting this season off. It looks like he's close to 100%, if not there at this point.
So he no longer has the brace on the pinky, it looks like.
Tanner Roundy is that guy that if you let him get into a rhythm, it could be a long day for you. He's that number 1 guy in the league that fits that mold for me. You cannot help this guy, because he will dial it in a very strong start for these Owls.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered for the Night Owls. Get some runners on early, get the pitchers up for the Vaderz, a little more pressure, working with walks now.
That will bring up Tanner. I'm on the wrong side here. Jeez, good start. Levi Lawrence, who has led off pretty much every single game since his Night Owls career started a couple of seasons ago. In the 2-hole today with a runner on. Let's see if I can see that radar up here. The glare up in here is a little tough right on these morning games.
So the wind is also a little favorable for the lefty hitters today, too.
Mm-hmm. But Tanner makes quick work of Levi, who helps him out there a little bit. Tanner's screwball comes from straight over the top, and he's got that, it's like a 7-foot wingspan for a 6'5" or 6'6" guy, which is, I think he's even a little longer than Chen is with the wingspan he has.
Yeah, screwballs with the new balls are very hard to throw, so it's a big kudos to anyone that can throw those.
What do you mean by the new balls?
So the unscuffed balls, I should say.
Okay.
Undoctored. Yes, there it was. Really nice pitch.
Yeah, if you let Roundy get in that rhythm, it really is tough. He can be a guy who can throw 8 straight balls and walk out. Careful there, Kiefer. Don't be reaching that bat out. I'd be calling interference if I was an umpire. You touched that one there. Cody Runnels and Tim Riley are umpires. We got Matt Kelly up here on Skycam and Trevor Bauer down in the dungeon. There's a roller. That is going to get fair. I think it does. Roundy picks it up, throws.
I got 4-1-2. I'll be on it.
4-1-2.
Great play.
You have more time than you think, Randy.
Yeah,
a lot of guys kind of pick that up foul. We've seen a lot of guys pick that up in foul ground intentionally to avoid that situation, but plenty of time there from the Runnels watch. And that brings up Kiefer McClendon. That is going to move Andrew Miller over to second base here in scoring position. Oh, that's
nice
unhittable.
pitch.
Unhittable.
Great spot. Oop.
I got away from him. Oh, and he misses again. Gonna go full.
A big pitch coming here. He's already got one walk.
Takes his time, settles in, and delivers a slider to that outside bar. And Tanner navigates himself through the first inning. One walk for him, one walk. And it's 0-0 going bottom one. Santiwan, Roundy, Eder due up here in the first for these Vaderz. The Vaderz have kind of been on a tear. I wanted to have time to get some stats, but I wasn't able to do it. Vaderz come in at 12-3. 93 runs scored, 62 against, so a 31 differential. The Night Owls come in at 5-10. Giving up the most runs in the league, Randy, 114. That's almost 20 more than the ones in ninth. And then they've scored 58, which is that's a little on the low end. They're a little below average with that. Minus 56 run differential does top the ones minus 51, though. So these Owls have gotten blown out several times this season.
Yeah, that's part of the keys to the game was like, will these guys be able to throw strikes? So we'll see here right now.
Here is Alec Colligan. He has been the shining star here so far for these Owls. Levi has thrown game one almost every single time, Randy. Today, for the first time ever, they mix it up.
Yeah, that is surprising to see, and I'm interested in the strategy behind that.
Colligan comes in with a 3.56 ERA, a 2-3 record. He's thrown 28 and 2/3 innings, 42 Ks. That's averaging 1.5 an inning. Very solid. He's given up 12 home runs.
So far, great start for Holligan.
.88 whip, a little high. Looking to work that down here a little today, and a good start. Here's Tanner Roundy. Roundy, an MVP candidate here as this week 6 breaks out. He missed week 5, so that that's a good play there by Beau. Time. Oh. I think we're going to have to call that an error. Curious how Cody has scored it. I'm kind of okay with either way. He might have called it a hit. I'm not sure. Tough play, I guess. Here's Eder. Eder comes in 224. He's got 6 home runs. One out here in the bottom of the first. Mulligan missing down again.
Not a bad pitch against Eder.
And not too windy, Jake. It's pretty calm, though. I think it's benefiting the righties a little bit, although Eder doesn't care who it's benefiting, and he hits one that you can see is tailing to right field. And that's a 2-run home run.
Yeah, it's not a good win, but he powered through that one, and it got over the wall. It almost came back. I thought the center field may have a chance on that one.
It kind of did look like it might stay in the yard, but Eder got a lot of that one.
Yeah, he hit it very hard.
That's going to bring up Nate Stepna. That's Eder's 7th home run of the year. He's got a little bit of a slow start, but starting to pick it up, getting his average up back into the, near the 250s. Here's Nate Stepna. He's only made a couple of series this year. How many games played does Nate have? 6. So this is his 3rd series out of 6 made. That's a ground ball. Easy play for Brundage. Fires it in there. That wasn't wide, was it? I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell either. Let's see the replay.
Wide. It was wide. All right. Tough angle. That's the toughest throw for us to see here.
Yeah, so this is what we kind of talked about. Like the Night Owls need to be perfect. And it's like, how do they respond now? It's going to be...
Yeah, that was a sudden error there. Alec Hutt steps in. His 3rd series made as well. I didn't get to rip off Nate's numbers. Nate Stepna was hitting .440 coming in. He was actually leading the league. He didn't have enough plate appearances to qualify, but both series as he showed, he was a very big contributor. Hutt's 3rd series, he's hitting .300. He's got a bomb, a triple, and a double, so when he hits, he's very productive. Good pitch there by Mulligan. It is a chase, though. Would have been ball 4, huh? Hey, Cody, take off the home run graphic. Tyler Walensky, big home run against us, Randy. 2 outs, down to the last out in the 6th inning, and he hit a 3-run homer to tie it, which they ended up winning that game and haven't looked back since. Vaderz have won 10 in a row, which I don't think I've mentioned yet.
Ooh.
Hit foul down the line.
Almost hit Tim there.
Just 1 out here. 2 on. 2 runs already in.
Ooh,
good pitch
what
there.
Does a knuckleball look like?
That's what that was. I thought it might have been a finger, but I don't think he throws the finger. You could see that like pull back movement on it.
Yeah, it was a nice pitch.
Ground out from Santiwan, and they get out of that inning.
Yeah, well, given all things considered, 2's not bad.
Yeah, 2 errors, I believe. I'm not sure how Cody scored that first one. All right, well, I always got to get these bats going, and they've had to do that for a bit here. Let's go over some previous results here. Last week, the Owls played the Vipers and lost 12-5, 15-3, and 7-2. And the week before, they played the Snappers, and they won a 12-11 game to start. and then lost 10-0 and 8-4. So they've lost 5 in a row right now, giving up some pretty hefty numbers. So they got to get this defense, in check right away here. These games get out of hand quickly. You look up in the fourth and you're down 6-1 already, and it's like, geez, we just started.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Brundage going to lead off here. Brundage hitting .217. .438 on base percentage, though. This is his fourth series made, but they haven't used him 100% as of this far. He's got 9 walks and only 6 strikeouts on the season, which is excellent.
We faced him a few times. I know he can hit because he hit a bomb off me.
Good pitch by Roundy. Here comes Alec Holligan. Alec is hitting .244, .326 on base. No extra base hits as of yet. Tough weather conditions starting this season off. I know our team is last in the league in home runs. It's a little deceiving, though, because we really haven't had that wind blowing out type of weather yet, and it's been a little random, kind of drawing that good weather. It's not been much of it to have.
Yeah, that's wiffle ball for you, though.
Yeah, you hope that stuff evens out over a long 54-game season. Good piece of hitting, and he did stop it.
Wide.
Base hit there.
Yeah, great play, though, to stay with that. 'Cause it looked like it was going to squirt through, but it didn't.
I think he had a little bit more time, too. He could have got to his knees a little bit more. He does have such a great arm. I think he rushed that throw just a touch.
Great pitch. Starts way outside, just tings the outside corner. So hard to hit as a righty.
Yeah, I feel like some of these lefties you got to crowd the plate for a little bit to kind of take that away. But then when they have the screwball that Tanner has, he'll take advantage of how close you are to the plate and really make you pay. Miller walked in the first. Miller comes in batting .311, and he's been hurt with a broken finger. .456 on base, .644 slug.
Yeah, it's very impressive with a hurt hand.
5
Hit that
bombs.
well. There it is again. Big sweeping slider.
Yep, these guys have been fooled by Tanner. He's very difficult to pick up. That ball's coming from such a high arm angle, and he's got such long fingers. He's able to let that ball kind of roll off and really create a lot of action on it.
Is there Levi up? Yep. Levi being aggressive.
Levi said he can't hit high balls. Tanner said, okay, I'll throw it lower. He misses, hits him inside. And first 2 outs here. Owls to get a little bit of 2-out magic going here early in this game. Get some confidence for this 3-game series. How many viewers we got, Trevor? There it is, 52. Ooh. Levi goes down. Tanner strikes out the side. 5 Ks through 2. He's got it going on now. He's got that 1 walk early, but he's settling in.
Yeah,
and
settling in, which is the Night Owl's got to try and knock him off that a little bit. But the Vaderz do have pitching behind him, though, too. So you get through one guy, you got to go through another one.
Yeah, they've got Eder, and they got Billy Santiwan ready to go. Nate Stepna is kind of their 4 and all capable himself. After that, they got Jason Walker, who is a pitcher, and they may use him.
Yeah, we'll be curious to see how the Night Owls respond here. They got to shut this down so we can get some runs the next inning, try and keep this close. Because I feel like with the way Vaderz hit, if they get going, this could get ugly pretty quick.
Yeah, I've heard some people refer to having to beat the Vaderz in game 1, very importantly, because they're the team that builds off of the momentum the most, and the team that kind of folds under the duress the most. So getting on them early is important. And let's see if the Owls can settle in here. They're got so much talent. Everybody they have out there, Miller, Levi, Brundage, Kiefer, Beau, and Holligan, they're all good athletes, all six of them. And on paper, their team looks great, but they just haven't been able to put it together and get any camaraderie or any chemistry out there.
Let's see.
Holligan down 2-1 in the count here. He did walk somebody also in the first. Oh, it was 3-1, and we have a new pitcher coming in.
Okay, looks like Levi's coming in.
Levi's got some pretty high numbers this year. I am going to read them off there. Let's see if he can come in here today and improve them. His ERA is 7.56, 27 innings. 9 home runs allowed. I don't even think he allowed 9 home runs last season, Randy.
Seems kind of elevated. You said he has one bad game, I believe.
Well, yeah, and you know what the funny thing about it is that was a win. The bad game was 11 runs allowed and 12-11 win. Their last win prior to this 5-game losing streak they're on right now.
Yeah, that's the funny thing with wiffle ball, especially when wind's blowing out. Your guys and your numbers can be elevated, but you can still get the win. As long as you're stacking wins, that's really all that matters.
What is his record, just to be curious here? It is 1-4. That somehow is his only win on the season. So that's
funny how that works.
See if Levi can step it up here. And this is a decent matchup. I could see him keeping this Vaderz team a little off balance. Not off balance there, but that's going to carry and carry and carry. And Eder has his second 2-run bombs in 2 innings. Same type of movement on the ball, you could see. But that one caught a little bit more of a jet stream. He wasn't fighting the wind to begin that home run. That one was right into the alley, and it carried even further.
Yeah, that was it looked like it was going to be a easy pop up to the center fielder, and yeah, you could see it catch the wind, and it just carried it. It like almost made it all the way up onto that second balcony too.
It did.
It's a wind you don't see here very much. Usually it's coming in.
Yeah, we've never really played at this field in this month, though, in May and into, we started last season in July. It's kind of pre-summer weather here. Could start to get some more offense generated for this league. Levi finds the outside corner on a 3-1 pitch. Still just 4-0.
Yeah, not over. Oh, there was that screwball. That's what Levi has been throwing, that screwball this year.
Step now reaches on Levi's first walk, and the Owls are, they got Kiefer still. Miller's been trying to step up and pitch. Brundage can throw. Pretty much everybody they got here can throw. Kyle Silver is on the bench over here. No, I don't think he's here yet. They have him under the line, but I don't think Kyle Silver has arrived.
Levi kind of slowing down a little bit. Hasn't thrown a strike yet.
Hutt, look out. This pitch, Randy. This one could go a long way.
Green light here.
Absolute green light. Is it 2-1 or 3-1? You think it's 3-1?
I think it's 2-1.
Oh, 2-1. Oh, he's lucky.
He's like an Ephus pitch there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was very wise. Who is their next pitcher is the question. I think they go Miller. Hutt tries to keep it fair and just misses the pole. Wow. That wind moved it just a foot to the right of the pole.
Yeah, that's probably a home run or a triple. There's no wind like that.
Yeah, the wind has been pushing in the exact opposite direction for the last month almost. Now the count is full. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second, which I feel like has been going on forever. And Levi comes in. A couple of walks and a bomb, and we're going to move to Kiefer.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Kiefer has been kind of showing up a lot this season, too, here. And he's played 12 games, so he's played 5 of the 6 series. He's hitting 267. As for his pitching numbers, Kiefer, his 9th appearance here, 11.25 ERA, 5 1/3, 16 walks in 5 1/3. So he has not been able to find the strike zone in season 6 as of just yet.
Yeah. But I know he's a pitcher, and he's had good numbers in the past. So if he finds it, he can get going.
Yeah, absolutely. Very small sample stats you got to really be careful looking at. They don't mean very much.
Yeah, especially early on in the season.
But he's in a big spot here with 2 on, already down 4-0. No, and
Rough start.
this is how, some nights it seems like things are just all stacked against you. Two balls and 1 strike. There's a strike.
Good pitch.
Tyler struck out in the first. 2-2 count here in the second.
Big looping curve on that one, though. A little slower. Don't think I've seen that one.
Little hot.
A little hot, yeah.
59 there. Good pitch, but it's going to fill the count. You can see the difficulties of pitching here in Premier League Wiffle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
These days that are good for hitters with the wind kind of blowing out a little bit.
And kind of letting it get away from there.
Oh, they better rein it in real quick here or this game is going to be over. Still not over. I've seen crazier things for sure. I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Night Owls can get a double play here and get out of it. Still in it.
There's Billy Santiwan. I haven't mentioned his numbers yet. He's hitting 397 with a 458 on base. 7 home runs, I believe, leads the league.
Yes.
Actually, I think it might not anymore. I think he came in leading the league last week with 7. I think somebody's got 8 now. Somebody might even have 9. I might as well get that correct here. Billy hits one. Miller drops it, but that could play to their advantage. And will. Double play is recorded. Not the intentional drop ball by Miller. And if Miller is that smooth, Randy, to drop that intentionally and make it look like he didn't, I mean, it really didn't look like he did at all. But, you know, that technically, I think in the bigs, that's going to get called intentional drop ball rule right there.
Yeah, it was hit hard and it kind of knuckled. But I think the Night Owls, you're comfortable giving up the run and taking the 2 outs. So now you're out of it. So yeah, what could have been a monster inning just turned out to be, well, they still had 3 runs, but could have been a lot worse. But Night Owls have got to get hit in here to keep this close.
No RBI there. Roundy grounds out to end the inning. All right, we move along to the 3rd inning. 5-0 Vaderz. Owls need to get their bats rolling right now if they want a chance here today. Middle of their order up, Beau Evans, Kiefer McClendon, and Brian Brundage. 5 Ks for Roundy through 2. He does have the 1 walk. Beau. It's a little piece, but it's to Tanner's advantage, 0-2. 10-0. Yeah, the home run league lead has changed. I guess
Oh, my.
it gets Beau on the slow lob.
Yeah.
It is Kenny McDowell and Shane Weber with 10, and then Gavin Manziel with 8, and then it's Mateo, Tanner, and Billy with 7.
Yeah, there's the thing in football. You do have to make a little bit of a movement to get out of the way of the pitch.
Did he throw that one right-handed? Did I not? Yeah, he did. That's what happened there. I knew something was funny. I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but Tanner threw it right-handed, that one that hit him, so that was not coming back. That's actually against the rules.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Pitcher must declare which hand he will throw to start an at-bat and continue with that hand.
Okay.
So,
Is that a baseball rule or a football rule?
baseball rule,
Okay.
MLB rule. The batter may switch batter's boxes once per at-bat, but may not do so with 2 strikes. That is the major league rule.
Okay.
And here we allow one batter's box change, and it can be with 2 strikes because we start with a strike, so it's tough implementing that. And like after the first pitch could be a strike, and you want to change. So out here we allow the one change for the hitter, but he
I've
cannot.
not seen any ambidextrous wiffle ball pitchers before.
Yeah, we play that like a balk, I think. We play that like a balk, so that was to the hitter's advantage. He threw a ball on that pitch. He threw with his opposite hand, so if it was a strike, then the hitter, they basically, kind of call what would be like a balk, and it would be just a removed pitch.
So I would assume that the players don't know that that's the rule.
Yeah, the same thing. Like if the shortstop runs across the pitcher during the pitch, like it would just be the offensive advantage position where like. If the batter hits a home run, we're not going to take it away from him because the fielder jumped across. But if it's a strike or if he grounds out, the violation is going to be called and the pitch is going to be removed if the offense wants.
Oh, that's no. That ball's really carrying with the wind.
It is carrying, but Tanner's really got a lot of movement on his pitches right now, and they're not really squaring
No, they're not.
anything up. He's got 7 Ks through 3. 1 hit allowed, 1 walk allowed. Halfway through 5-0. Vaderz 10 in a row, looking for 11. The Owls. Oh, the Vaderz will have 3-4-5. Eder, who's 2 for 2 with 2-run home runs. Stepna and Hutt, who have basically just walked up right here in the third. 5 runs would win it.
There's 2 teams with 10-game winning streaks right now.
Correct. Vipers and Vaderz, both 12-3, both 10-game winning streaks. Kiefer McClendon back out for his second inning of work here. Kyle Eder hits another 3 in a row.
Wow.
Hat trick in the third. Only difference is, Randy, there was nobody on base this time. Great-grandfather throwing out the first pitch, and then Eder steps in and hits 3 home runs and 3 at-bats, and the Vaderz.
They might have to start considering just walking them.
Is that 3 different pitchers? Yeah, because he got one off of the starter, one off of Levi, and now...
Fingertip high fives here.
3 bombs, 3 different pitchers, 5 RBIs, 6 zip Vaderz. Stepna steps in, 0 for 1 with a walk, reached on an error in his non-walk. Eder, how many home runs he have now? That's 3 for him. He had 6 coming in. Is that what I said, or 5? Let's check it out. Eder had 6, so he's up to 9.
To 9.
Second place. No, third place, actually. 2 guys tied with 10 and Eder with 9. Good conditions, though. We could see a lot of bombs this
I
weekend.
believe in the chat the leaders had 10, so he's going to be right up there now.
Yeah, what do we got a poll up there? Team logo favorite: Cajuns, Vipers, Snappers, Night Owls, Vaderz. What do you guys like? Only one vote in.
Yeah, no love for the Lightning on there.
Little fly ball. Bo better grab that
gonna
one.
continue, yep,
Oh, that's
yeah.
going to be a base hit.
So that ball is not going to die. It's just going to keep going.
Single.
StatCast is not loving the route that Beau took on that one there. Ball is definitely carrying to right, dragging itself right and out right now.
Yeah,
And
that's definitely a tough play looking over your shoulder trying to make that as the wind's blowing it out. But it looks like he may have been able to get to it, but still, it's always hard.
Yeah, hard to read where that one's going to.
I'd love to see the wiffle ball StatCast data if they could bring it up like they do in MLB, like tracking their route, their speed, their efficiency in their route.
Yeah, we can see if we get that in the budget for next season. A big swing and miss there.
We got some feedback in the mic here, Trevor. I can't feel what it is, Trevor.
Whatever this screen is by the umpires up here.
What'd you say, Chad?
I don't know. This is like a TV I can hear.
Where the umpires sit.
What did the last couple guys do, Randy? Stepna's on
We had a K last at bat.
Walensky Cade. Okay. What did Stepna do? Did he K as well? Hud hit the ball over.
Yeah, I was focused on this TV that's
Tanner,
going
what
on.
did Stepna do? Sesai. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, don't remember.
We
any
got like a
balls at the
TV
plate.
playing up here somewhere. We
Yeah.
can't find the noise. It's
It just randomly started going off too.
That screen is streaming over here, but I don't think it's making the noise.
Trevor to the rescue.
Well, they only gave up one run that inning.
Another red ball.
Roundy
yeah.
is looking pretty settled in at this point now. So
Well, they
gotta
got
try and get him off the mound.
They
if you're the
do.
Night Owls.
100% go up there looking. But he knows
Yeah,
this.
He's throwing strikes. Like he's settled in now.
With a 6-0 lead, he can afford to, give up a solo if it happens. He can challenge him
be
right
more
away.
aggressive. Here he's going right-handed again.
That's illegal, Cody. He can't do that. You can't change arms in the middle of an at-bat. Nope. You dictate which arm you're throwing an entire at-bat with. With only 70 viewers, I'm not afraid to stop and change it. When we used to have 600, GK would go crazy, but he can't change arms with it. It is in the rule book. If you guys want to bring that up,
Yeah, it's
if
not
anybody's bored.
It's not a common thing where it comes up too often. I've seen like clips of baseball players where that could do that, and they were always like flip flopping between the switch hitter.
Yeah,
I'm
and
guessing they made the rule to avoid those.
Yeah, that happened in like 1972, I want to say. A pitcher went out there and he started with his right hand, and the batter got up lefty, and before he threw a pitch, he moved to the other hand, and he moved the other hand. So it's not even that. It's the pitcher must declare his arm, and then the batter declares his side, and the batter may change sides one time within the at-bat.
Okay.
In the MLB, you may not change with 2 strikes. Tanner's going to catch that because he's really quick and good. What did Holligan do while I was chatting all that up? Cade?
I believe so.
Tanner's got a 1-hitter right now, Randy. Threw 4, 3 2/3. 8
Yeah,
Ks.
started out with the walk. Was he it? Yeah, and then the hit.
It's going to bring Levi back up. Tough. It might carry.
High fly
No, it's
balls.
dying out there a little bit.
Yeah. A little too under it.
Good play by Tyler Walensky out there. He's a really smooth outfielder. They were talking last week about what I heard him talking in the booth. They weren't sure what other sport Tyler played. Tyler plays flag football, and I have heard that he is one of the best quarterbacks in flag football in the area as well. So
Interesting. Yeah. It was he's fast because I've seen him in the field make ridiculous plays.
yeah,
And those flag football QBs are always like they're a threat to beat you deep, and then they're also just incredibly fast.
Tyler is a huge asset. I had him on my Lightning in like season 3. I wanted to just kind of, he wasn't really ready to play. This is like his 4th sport, and he's talented out here, but he hasn't really put it together offensively and his timing and whatnot. But his defense plays out here, and his offense is gonna come around and has started to. So great addition by the Vaderz to kind of store him at the bottom of their roster, and now he's ready to play.
Yeah.
And the outfield of Stepna and Walensky is definitely, arguably, the best in PLW.
Yeah, the Vaderz defense is very solid. I've seen it all year so far. Big swing. Oh. I don't know if you have to declare it as a batter, though, right?
What side?
Yeah, he's telling him what side he's batting from.
You do. I mean, it doesn't come up in because the pitchers don't change arms, so there's no reason for the rule to come into play ever. But yeah, the pitcher declares, batter declares.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
I think there's
that?
one ambidextrous pitcher in the majors. I think there is, right? I don't think it's ever panned out for him yet, but
I'm not sure.
I think there was one guy that could do it, and I think he did it a few years ago. It might have been 5 or 6 years ago. I think he threw a pitch and faced a couple batters with his opposite hand. Good spoil by Tanner. Kiefer. Ground ball needs to be played. Brundage has it. Makes a decent throw this time, and it does.
Yeah, much stronger throw.
I forgot the
Second
right
time.
What did Billy do? Did he K? Oh, Billy got out last inning. Getting behind on my scoring today, boys.
So here's Eder. Can he go 4 for 4 on home runs? Oh, he's definitely going for it.
Obviously going for it. That's going to get foul, I think, Randy. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow. He is generating.
Like a jam shot. It all of a sudden to a home run. The opposite field.
Man, is he generating a lot of power here today. We've seen the Owls hit a couple balls similar to that, but they've just kind of died out in right center, and you see Eders make it 10 feet past the wall there. That ball started over to the right of second base and ended up foul. Probably missed the pole by a foot.
Yeah.
Get that, drop that pole for us, Trevor, when you can.
Hey, who won that poll, by the way?
That was won by the Cajuns. They got all the votes. Oh no, Vaderz 3 and Cajuns 5, and nobody else got a vote.
Wow. Wow, Eder walked. Kind of feel like that's a win at the moment for the Night Owls.
I think that's 2 for him, no?
I believe he started with a walk, if I remember right.
Yep. It is 2 walks.
So Andrew Miller looks like coming in here.
3 innings charged to Kiefer. Andrew Miller shows his face here. He's been trying to pitch more. And we got Miller's numbers here on the mound this season.
So when we faced him, he had the little splint on his finger still. Now it's gone. I wonder if it'll have a little more control.
3 innings, 12 walks, 10 runs. Nothing to speak
Yeah.
of as of yet, and it's crazy the exaggerated effects of this league. It's just crazy. Those numbers are... I think Miller's going to succeed right here, right now. He looks like a pitcher, man. He's got enough talent to do this.
He's got a lot of baseball background too. So he'll find it for sure. That's a good pitch.
Stepna is 0 for 2 with a walk. Run scored, K. Miller just misses there. Slow one.
Hey, triple.
Stepna squares it up for a triple. And the Vaderz just keep pouring it on here. They've scored in every inning. That is the first RBI for a player other than Kyle Eder, though.
Yeah. That ball was smoked.
His hut.
It was a little higher, probably a home run. Don't see triples as much in here anymore. This wall is really small.
Yeah, they don't. We lost
Or
that
not
big.
as high, I should say.
Yeah, that big container really took away a lot of triples coming here. Hut's 1 for 1, 2 walks, reached all 3 bats. All 3 plate appearances, I should say. Tips that one into the zone. That's going to come back. It does come back, and Brundage doesn't know what to do with it. Kiefer doesn't either. He comes home. It's probably late. 5-1-6. That's going to be a base hit. Cody. That was crazy spin. That thing was over the dugout.
Yeah. So that was kind of, Brundage kind of ended up in that no man's land situation where it's like, do I try and catch it in the air or do I try and field it? And you don't just choose one like right away. That's what happens.
Yep. And then Kiefer, no excuse for not knowing which base to go to when he picked it up. At the time was 5-1-6, I heard from Runnels. So that extra little click he did with the pump fake to second really cost him, almost making it an error. But I'm calling it a hit with that was a difficult play for everybody.
Yeah. But not a lot of talking from the Night Owls right now either. Like saying you got it, 2-2 or anything like that. So.
Yeah, you really got to pick your guys up out here. You're going to fail a lot out here. It's going to happen playing against some really talented guys, and everything's not going to go your way, but you got to keep your head up, and things start to go against you.
Yeah, there's lost him on that one.
Yeah, this Andrew Miller kid right here, he's all class out there, man. He really is top notch. You don't see him give away anything and at any point. He max effort.
Trying to ground ball. Oh.
Out at third. First and third. That almost should be another base for, like, we could easily, Adam, say that after a force out is recorded, then the error is 2 bases. So the out was already made, then a 2-base situation happened. So it really could be second and third here. It's okay that it's not. Miller off the mound. It's foul ball, just foul.
Wow, usually you don't see him miss those type of plays.
That was way out there, full layout. This kid gives nothing up, Randy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hopefully his hand's okay, kind of looking at it a little bit.
So that was a fielder's choice from... Who batted last? Oh, Sesai added himself to the 7 hole. I never got that in. So Sesai came in with the fielder's choice. And then Santiwan struck out.
Great last pitch, though, there.
8-0. Yeah,
they riser.
Yeah, they were a double away from walking that off, Randy. So, 8-zip. They're still in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Night Owls. Their goal should right now is like, at least keep this game going. Make Randy waste some innings, so less he has later on.
Yeah, that's.
And you just never know in wiffle ball. Wind blowing out, you can have a big inning.
Yeah, a game can go from looks like you're going to mercy a team. It's 8-0, and then all of a sudden it's 8-7, and You had a chance. You were one hit away from winning it in the third or the fourth, and now it's the sixth. And you're like, we should have capitalized. We shouldn't have put Sesai in there to bat. We should have let our number one hitter come up with guys on to win that game in the fourth. And you want to get your guys in too. I'm not taking anything away from Sesai, but you'd rather have Billy and Tanner coming up with the two on to win the game there.
There we go.
Here's Beau trying to get his team going.
So, yeah.
Top five. Second hit for these Owls. Mercy's 10 after 5, 15 anytime. That's going to be a run. A run. No! It stops. But with nobody out, and got to cash these Ducks in.
How the hitter's adjusting to the wind, going the other way twice in a row there.
Yeah, 15 drops a game dead out here. 10 runs after 3 innings of play. We got the Owls trying to fight back here. 2 singles.
Yeah.
There's Brundage. Struck out and flied out to center. So you start thinking about your pitcher's stats, too. Tanner up 8-0, already thrown 4 innings. It's a good spot to go to your bullpen there with the 8-0 leads. Make sure because in game 3, what can happen to you is, you got enough left, but the one guy with the innings left walks out, and then all of a sudden you're in the spot with the guys that are kind of out of innings. And
that was just a nasty pitch.
Did he strike him?
Yeah, tinked the corner.
Beautiful. The Owls have seen Tanner. This is going to be the 4th time through. There's a line drive.
Oh,
he dropped it. So this is the spot where I have to go into the scoring, okay, and change that to a sac fly for statistical purposes, because it's an error, obviously, but he's going to get credit as if he hit a sac fly there if we as scorers determine that that was deep enough to be a sac fly. So what do you guys think? Was that deep enough to be a sac fly? Probably not. He was running in. Because it's going to be called an error in the stats because he dropped it. So he'll get no RBI there for the
That's not a
E7.
play he probably makes most of the time.
Yes, if that's deep at the wall, the hitter clearly gets credited with a sac fly in that spot. But I don't know if that one was deep enough.
Probably sac fly.
Tyler Walensky sprinting in. Doesn't have to hit the backstop in the air in that one spot.
It's going to carry. Always too. Yeah. Stepping out with great speed in the outfield. Able to get to that one.
They get those 2 Ducks home. They make it 8-2. Still got a guy on first. That goes down as an SF9. Late start to scoring there from McClendon and didn't really exhibit that much speed coming home there. That was dangerous. Roundy could have picked that one up and probably got him if he could have fielded that cleanly.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the right call tagging up there. The defender's catching it while he's running away. Would have to make a ridiculous throw to get him.
Getting a little behind pace here. Two pitch. There's no guy on third base. Just first right now. You see the graphic is.
Yeah, Tannet calling a home run from Levi here.
I'm going to call a strikeout and a bat throw. A little discussion about the count. Full. That is full. Big pitch. And he walks out.
Tanner goes 4 2/3, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs. I believe one is earned. One is earned for sure. One of those would have been a sac fly. That guy on third would have found a way to score.
It's not over.
It's definitely not over. Home run here. All of a sudden, it's 8-5.
Yeah, a couple more hits, 8-5. Said stranger things have happened in wiffle ball. All of a sudden, next guy comes in, can't throw strikes. You just never know.
And then they blow the game. The Vaders lose 6 in a row. Like, you're right. You never know.
Yeah. Vaderz been pretty consistent throwing strikes all season.
Eder has been solid here. I should give a quick excerpt of Eder's pitching numbers here.
Sporting might be a logo for something, but the little teddy bear shorts.
4-0, 2.6 ERA, 27 2/3, 32 strikeouts. And very solid. 1.45 whip, 216 opponent's average against. Extremely solid numbers for Eder. Not
Me
quite.
and Beau have the same voice.
Beau's a scrappy little hitter here. He's always a tough out. And he hits that one deep. Back. Walensky able to make the
Ran
catch.
into it. But that was big for the Night Owls. Get something going. Because that can also translate into the next game.
Yeah, that does definitely happen a lot out here. So
You hit it hard. That one just didn't carry the wind like the other ones have today.
Miller came in last inning, put a few guys on. Got a couple guys out to end the inning. Let's see if he can have a good inning here and build some momentum. I'm not sure the Owls have any idea who their number 3 pitcher is yet. I mean, they know Levi and Holligan are their 2 guys and going forward, but I don't think they really know who their 3 is. McClendon they want to be, but he's walked out every time he's pitched this season. And Beau's struggled a lot. Brundage not been given a lot of chances. I think it's Miller that's got to do it, and I think he knows it. Here's Tanner Roundy. He's 0 for 3 with a walk.
Yeah, Miller has good stuff. It's just like the location is what he's kind of figuring out.
It's hit hard and deep.
Right to him.
Good play
Nice
by
play.
Holligan.
Looked like it was going to go off on the bat, but the wind kind of grabbed it and it came right back to him.
Eder, 3 for 3, 3 bombs, a walk, 5 RBIs, 4 runs scored.
Another big swing. I don't know if Eder has a different swing. He's taking a home run every time, which is the good approach. Yeah.
Tipped into the zone. You can hear Cody Runnels yell out. That's going to be dropped the first time. That's hit high. That's carrying. That's going to get out of here, I think.
God.
It is. 4 home runs, Randy, in one game, tying the league lead.
Special player.
9-2 Vaders.
4 home runs in a game. Very, very impressive. Yep, ties a PLW record. He might, if they can get around here,
They're batting 7 now, so
around 7,
yeah.
get a chance for a record.
Yeah, they need 5 of the next 6 guys to get on base to get him up again. And if they do that, now they're also risking mercying him, so it's got to be a perfect scenario to get into that
you
again.
don't want to mercy him.
So they got to
Try to
get
get the bases loaded for him.
bases loaded and 2 runs in. It's the only way it can happen. Yep. All 5 guys get on, only 2 score, 1 makes an out. That's not an out. That's carrying. That's back. It's deep. It's back to back and go. Yeah. Nate Stepna with a blast. 10-2. Well, that's good for the Eder situation.
That one almost got all the way on the porch, too.
Yeah,
Kind of hit the bar and came back in.
You could see we've seen that type of ball a couple times this game, and I think that one was at the best.
Yeah.
You could tell right off the bat it had that little wind alley and was
With this
getting
type of
out.
wind, you could have someone hit on the roof of this house.
Yep, Andrew Miller, you're not going to know
It would
what's
be a bomb, but
Can't tell by looking at Miller out there. He's a gamer, man. He's still out there. Never going to hang his head. Going to keep fighting and trying to get better. It's only one game, Randy. It's only one game. The series is not over yet. You know. This hurts less than losing 1-0 in the last inning.
yeah. Other than that, you got a couple runs last inning, and you can kind of use that to kind of roll into the next game.
It's a good pitch by Miller.
I'm assuming Levi will find it next when he starts, whenever he makes his start. I'm guessing game 2.
I'm not sure this is a great matchup for Levi against these Vaderz, Randy. It's just
Yeah.
so much right-handed power, and you can't slow the ball down to him.
Levi coming in the outfield.
Walensky 0 for 2, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts here in game number 1. Miller gets a couple of strikeouts to get out of it. Good for him.
Good riser there. Kind of starts at the top of the zone. By the time it gets there, it's, a couple feet up.
So innings for the Night Owl: Kiefer 3, Miller 2, Holligan 2, Levi 1. And for the Vaderz, it's going to be Tanner 5 and Eder 2. It looks like. No, it's going to be nifty Nate Stepna. Just charge Eder 1 inning. Going to let Stepna come in. Good decision by these Vaderz to mix it up a little bit here. Stepna, 2 games pitched this season, only 1 1/3 innings. He has given up 1 home run.
Yeah, but this guy's a solid pitcher. Remember, seasons past, we faced him, and he's got some good stuff. He's not a sloucher. He's just figuring it out for the first time.
Nate's one of those strike throwers. He's kind of somebody I could relate him to is Weber. Weber, sometimes he comes in and he's really effective.
Oh, that's an error.
I think even if that did hit him, I think he's out of, I don't know, it's close. That'd be the umpire's
Yeah.
call. Horrible throw out of Hutt's hand, though.
Could be, you said Hutt hasn't made as many series. Could be a little rust there.
You are correct, Randy. That was the terrible throw. You could see it out of his hand. It didn't even really come out of his hand.
sometimes, Yeah, if you just don't grip the ball right as you're throwing it back in, that's what happens.
Double play ball. Eder, beautiful stop. Can they roll it? Sandy one, Will. Got him. Runnels bangs him in a beautiful double play.
Eder is just making every play out here. Home runs, amazing plays in the field.
Oh, they're saying there might be a challenge, but I'm not sure what they're going to challenge there. That ball did not go over the line. We can see clearly
It
up
was
here.
Hit very hard. That's why there's, you'd think there's not enough time, but actually there is to get that double play.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Eder
has a
recovered.
nice slider.
Eder recovered quickly there, was able to flip to Santijuan, and Santijuan, without even a step and just that same motion, fired it home. Nifty Nate Stepna comes in and gets the job
Shuts him
done.
down.
10-2. Eder, great defense. Got out of the jam in the 5th. 4 home runs and a walk. He's a star of game number 1 for sure. We're going to come back for game number 2 in about 2.5 minutes. See you soon.
And that's a deep drive. Brandon Gregg! Oh! Taylor Briner! Brandon Gregg, what a catch and play!
There's 9 games total.
Damn. Okay.
And we've got a home run for the Bombers.
Oh, wow. Murph grabs that like a boss.
Where's the hole? I thought I had that the whole way.
Oh! Sansone just smoked it off Buck Burner's mouth.
Looking really good as Gio unloads on that. And we were saying that the winds are kind of, slightly going out there.
That was a ugly looking swing. The bat must have broke there from Murphy. Looks like he's gonna go get a new one. Let's take another look at this.
Oh, man, that might be the furthest PLW home run at this field. Holy cow.
And then Hicks flew out.
Oh, that's a deep fly ball. That might go over. Oh! It's a fan, I think.
Really found his stroke here tonight, and he just smoked that ball. That
Left side. Oh, GK with another amazing play. Wow.
Day gets under that one. That's going to be a tricky play, but Eder
What a catch.
lays out with a big play.
Hit this pitch, but
and that's ripped by Corral. Manny Patricus, one-handed diving catch, a highlight play.
get the save, and we're good to go.
J-Dub mammoth shot to the container.
Do not lay one in. Jake Purdy, deep drive, right field. Purdy with the bomb to tie it up. Deep drive, Howland, backflip, gone! Home run, Tyler Howland, 7-6, Lightning, and they strike again on Tom Gannon.
Surfboard out there, waxing it up. She's ready to go, and that goes off J-Dubs.
Ripped by Dolby here! Home run to tie it up! The Lightning have tied it up! And Randy Dolby wins the matchup between him and Gannon. Oh my goodness, tie ball game!
Oh, he hit it off Tanner.
Oh my God! TK Rabbit! He did it! Walk-off home run!
Okay.
All right, folks. Vaderz 10, Owls 2. Reset the slates. Owls need a reset here. What do they got to do, Randy, to have a better chance here, game 2?
Yeah, the pitching is the big one. So who's going to start for them?
I didn't get any
question to
info.
see.
I had to
No.
go to the bathroom, and I ran quick.
But I mean, you just got to regroup. And he's like, hey, we got to make some plays in the field. Get out of these innings a little bit quicker. Make a game out of it. Yeah, talking in the field too. Really got to get better on that end from the Night Owl side.
You can't hang your heads out here. I mean, I'm going to say it again. Things aren't going to go your way all of the time, and it's easy to have your head up when things are going well. No different than a poker player. Poker players, we analyze how poker players' attitudes and behavior is when they're losing, not when they're winning. When they're winning, anybody is good when they're winning, but when you're losing, what are you going to do? How are you going to bounce back? How are you going to pick up one of your teammates? How are you going to, get an edge this game? Because this is a very good Vaderz team.
Yeah, it's really short memories, and like you said, picking up your teammates. So, you're going to make errors, they're going to make errors. So that's what good teams do, is they pick each other up.
Down Walker now. So they're down Walker, Tainoa, Jerome, Ethan, and Gio. All 5 of them were listed in today's lineup, and none of them are here.
So far, it'll be interesting to see if it comes into play. So far, it has not. Didn't really need anyone that first game. But looks like Eder's making the start here. And it looked like Levi was kind of warming up there, so I'm guessing those are our 2 starters for this game.
Yeah, game 3 will be the interesting one to see where. Oh well, Billy Sandywan will start game 3 for the Vaderz. And for the Owls, I will speculate that it is keeper McClendon making that start.
Curious to see if the team's making any adjustments to their lineup.
I didn't get lineups yet. We're going to find out here as we go. It looks like Andrew Miller is approaching the batter's box, though.
Okay.
Is Kyle Silva here yet? I don't know that either for the Owls. I don't see him. He was listed under the line for game 1. I don't think he's shown up in the last 3 weeks. Need Kyle out here. He looked like he had a lot of potential. He was a guy, I don't know if you're familiar with Kyle Silva, but he hit the ball hard, man. You could see it when he made contact. The ball just jumped off his bat. He had that late
drag swing. It looked wiffle ready almost. There was no extra movements to it, and he looked like he was going to be a potential Rookie of the Year candidate, and we haven't seen him since.
Better with the pump fake on that one. A little bit of a screwball that didn't come back down on that one.
Miller was over 2 with a walk and a sack fly in the game number 1, trying to get it going here for these Owls. And just like game 1, he leads off game 2 with that walk. It does look like the same lineup is kind of trucking out here. Levi, Beau, Kiefer Brundage, Holligan. I'm guessing they're not going to change that. I don't see them changing the bottom, and I don't see Silva. And it's going to bring up Levi, who was over 3 with a walk in game number 1. Levi hit a bomb off of me, I know. Let's go see his offensive numbers. I don't think I dropped those in game number 1. He is hitting 300, 377 on base. Does have 4 homers and 13 RBIs, walked 8 times. Decent start to the season offensively for Levi, but pulls his head on that one.
Yeah, a little too aggressive from Levi there.
Yeah.
Good pitch by Eder, though.
Looks like Kiefer is grabbing a bat to come on deck, so it will be the same lineup for these Owls. Ground ball, that's a double play ball, an easy one here for these Vaderz and Billy.
Wow, do not see that very often.
High, 2 bases for the batter, so it's going to be out at
second.
Out at second on the fielder's choice, and then
2 base error on the throw, right?
Yep, just that. Yep, 1 extra base you get for overthrow. Wow, Billy makes the amazing play, and then that one was great.
Ooh.
Was that
a good pitch?
48.
Yeah. It looked hot. Wow. Not hot. Good slider. Well, yeah, it's similar as the last game. Start with a walk. Now Vaderz get out of it.
Strikeout to end there, yeah. All right. Get these lineups penciled in.
So yeah, Levi's going to really have to hold these guys down.
Yeah, when it really comes down to it, 2 runs is just not going to cut it in very many games in Premier League wiffle. So they got to find a way to, get to 4 or 5 here and play some good defense, and they can still take this game. They got to have a better start here, though. They can't get behind as quickly. Cody Reynolds and Tim Riley umpiring.
Yep, umpires getting the game rolling a little bit quicker pace.
No, we are behind pace a little bit. We should be, it's the bottom of the first, so we should be 11:05 right now if we were on exact 10-minute pace all day long. They're 10 minutes behind. We got about 40 minutes we can afford the entire 3 series to get behind, and then we run out of light. So things got to pick it up, and the Owls don't have a 7th bench player, so Vaderz being forced to throw balls out to the Owls pitchers. Sounds minor, but it can.
Yeah, I was curious on where the Night Owl players are, because we haven't really talked about that.
You know what? That is a good point. We will go over that. Let's do that in between innings. We're going to talk about this Night Owls roster. We've talked a lot about the Vaderz guys that aren't here, right? We haven't really mentioned the Night Owls guys.
There's a good pitch.
Levi's got to keep the pace up with these pitches. I don't think he can slow it down too often. To this Vaderz team, at least the top 5 hitters, top 4 hitters. Pretty sure the Vaderz aren't going to change their lineup. Sandy Juan, Roundy, Eder, Stepna, Hutt, Walensky is how they went game 1 and scored 10 runs. Really, Eder scored most of those runs. Owls kind of shut down the rest of the team a little bit, really. It was just Kyle Edder's 4 home runs in game number 1 that was obviously too much to overcome.
You're thinking as a night owl, like, just don't pitch to him. Maybe that game's a little different.
Could use Silva's arm this week, Judy says. That's an interesting take. You're probably right. I'm not sure anybody can shut this team down, but Silva does have that high ceiling again that he's nowhere near it yet. He hasn't really played enough, but he does have.
Is their rookie this year?
Yes, Kyle Silva was the number 1 overall draft pick after they scooped Alec Holligan up number 1 in the pre-draft Warbirds expansion draft. So they got to add 2 studs to an already budding team. That's up the middle, and Roundy with a base hit. They're going to go to third. Miller with a bullet. No, he can't handle it. Good effort by Miller out there. Miller just fighting and fighting and fighting.
So this is what you don't want. Runners on the base. And Eder up, who is really hot right now. Lefties, or the screwball there, we barely missed.
Decent spot this series for like an opener. You just start one of your lower guys against this top 3 because they're so strong. If you walk out, you walk out. But in this spot here, you're in a lot of trouble here.
Good pitch.
I'd like to see Brundage get a chance to throw today too, honestly, Randy. He's, again, got some decent potential. Just hasn't really been exploited enough yet.
Chat saying Night Owls. A couple other players have been out a couple weeks in a row too.
Malik's work has gotten in the way, is what we've been told. Eder swings and misses.
Eder gets his first out in game 2.
First. It's going to bring up Nate Stepna, who was 2 for 4 in game number 1 with a triple and a home run. A walk reached on an error through the 6th inning of game 1. Nifty Nate Stepna. That's hit hard. It's not going to stay there.
Foul.
It's the first one we've seen down the left field line today. As last week we saw about 100 of them over the course of the Saturday and Sunday, and today wind is not really allowing the ball there. Nate gets out way in front of that one though. Spikes it foul. Count now evens.
I see. Got another job in another state. That's why he's just been able to make the games.
Silva's a lefty hitter, Tanik says, which is a good point. Really good conditions for those lefties today. Good pitch by Levi. Good fight by Stepna. Still got those predictions open, guys. I haven't mentioned it. It looks like ridiculous odds you can get on the Owls if you want them.
Up. It's gonna
Miller
fall.
has it.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be an E8.
Miller
That's
usually sure-handed out there, too.
definitely not deep enough to give the batter sac fly credit for on that one.
Ball did look like it had a lot of spin on it.
Look at the points. Yikes. The biggest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Not deep enough. They're talking about it on the field now. If it what the rule is if it was deep enough to be a sac fly in a scorer's opinion, then the hitter would be credited with a sac fly.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously if he hits it 400 feet to the warning track and the center field is camped under it, he's going to tag and score. So the hitter has already accomplished his sac fly. So for the fielder to now drop that and commit a blatant error and to take that away from the hitter, now his sac fly, because the fielder dropped it, is not right. That's hit deep. It's carrying Miller to the wall, and they make him pay right away. And hot, it's a bomb almost into the little camera well.
Yeah, Levi Really hung one there.
But
yeah, kind of had to go at him 3-1, or let him, it's either that or walk out. So, Levi's really got to kind of find it here and get them out of here now.
And that's gonna.
There's another one that's
caught,
drifting.
I think.
And,
Oh
it's
man,
gone.
Power Ellie.
Wow. Yeah, you get it up into that wind, it's just flying out of here.
Levi and Tyler played on the Stone Men together in season 1 and season 2. Know each other very well. Stone Men were relegated out of the league once and then disbanded after allowed back in. Levi made his way over to the Ones, and Walensky kind of became a free agent, and he's now been picked up by these Vaderz. Levi on his third
Levi
season.
comes hot up and in.
This one might not get.
Starting to get a little chippy too.
Nah, I think this is some friendly banter.
Friendly.
You might drill him again, though, Randy. No.
They come in.
Still just the first inning. Vaderz pouring it on. Night Owls already made an error. 2 errors in the first in game 1, just getting off to really bad starts. I did confirm with Runnels that did play in game 1 that we were unsure was ruled an error.
That one taking great pitch there.
He's going to bring up Tanner Roundy, who's been kind of quiet at the plate today, just 1 for 5, 3 runs scored. Did reach on one of those errors. Screwball from Levi, and a good one has Tanner waving. You can see where he's releasing that from, the way up high.
Mm-hmm. And
on the base hit, Roundy. Will this first inning end? Here is Eder, who actually made one of the outs this inning. Eder, 4 home runs in game number 1, a 10-2 Vaderz romp. This one might be rompier. Not sure if that's a word, but slider from Levi misses low. 2 outs here. 5 runs already home. Eder in control here. Levi already with 1 walk. Facing 3-1 count. Kyle Eder digs in and walks. Levi up to 2 innings on the day. See if we see him again in game 3. We're going to see Kiefer here. He threw 3 innings in game number 1. He was somewhat effective in game number 1. He did give up a bomb to Eder, but who didn't? And he didn't give up only 1 other hit. So it looks like he went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, and walked his 2, struck out 2 as well. So 2's across. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Wow, that's his line. Yep.
Yeah.
So he was okay.
Got to try and get out of this here. Kind of spiked that pitch. There we go. That's a better 56 on that one.
Good velocity there.
Yeah.
Good pitch.
Looked a little hot,
I
but
think you heat it up even a little bit more right here. I don't think Stepna can take it. Oh, he slows it down a little bit instead. Gets out of the jam, but 5 runs across for these Vaderz, I believe. 4 of them are earned, just that one unearned, but all those home runs would have scored everybody but the error anyways, so tough start for Levi there. And the Vaderz.
yeah, looking very similar to game 1 so far. Let's see if the Night Owls can kind of turn it around, get something going.
Brundage, Holligan, Miller here for 5-6-1 in the second. What a beautiful day here, Las Vegas. We
It is
the
very nice out.
Lightning against the Pharaohs at 1 o'clock, and then the Vipers against the Legends today at 4 o'clock.
It's also weird not seeing Barry here in a Night Owls uniform.
Yeah, Barry Hutter traded. We still didn't talk about those. No, we were gonna, but that inning lasted like 10 minutes. We'll do it next half inning. We'll talk about the Night Owl guys that are not here. As we see Eder come back out and get Brundage to roll one over. Billy attacks, fires.
Dreaded dribbler.
Eder on his way to his 5th win, leading the league. Tyler Hallett also has 5. Actually, I could be wrong. I think I saw Tanik might have got to 6. I didn't get a chance. All my stat knowledge is from last week. I forgot to kind of refresh. Let me know, Tanik, in there. I think you might have 6 wins. I can't remember. Somebody, I think, got to 6 wins. Howard was out to 5 wins instantly, and he hasn't improved on that. As a ground ball. Easy play for Stepna. Bring Andrew Miller back up. Eder has not ever won MVP. Yep. Tanik got 6 wins. Tanik's got a couple of lucky wins where the starters walked out and he's come in, his teams had big leads, and I've made a couple of win rules to kind of prevent against that, but no, I'm not saying he's done anything shady. It just happens the Vipers have no pitching right now, and he's the guy that comes in. Howard did the same kind of thing, just picking up a bunch of easy wins and blowouts early in the season. The win-loss that's very minor, in my opinion. It doesn't really mean a lot.
Yeah, it happens. The high riser.
Eder mows.
Yeah, not much fight. Night Owl's getting frustrated.
Yeah, and who can blame them? But you got to keep fighting. You got to find something that turns the tide, something that ends the losing streak, a big play, some momentum, something that ends.
Yeah, it's like someone's got to step up and make that big play. Or
it's unfortunate for these Night Owls because they do have a lot of talent, and they're kind of ready to go tonight, and then they run into maybe the best team in the league here tonight, and Eder's on fire, so they haven't necessarily done anything wrong tonight, although their defense has just got to pick it up. They got to talk more, and Night Owls that aren't here. Well, that's what I'm supposed to be talking about. I got their entire list here. Their roster's down to 8 guys, I think. They're only missing Malik and Silva. Maybe I'm missing one more player. Malik. Yeah, they're only missing Malik and Silva from what I can see. They have an 8-man roster right now. Oh, Kyle Lohman.
Yeah,
Lohman. He has no games played. That's why I'm not seeing him here. Yep. Okay. And Kyle Lohman, who's, I think, almost back from vacation. I think maybe next week we'll see Kyle Lohman out here. Kyle went on a little trip across the country via vehicle, so he's a 5 or 6 week trip it was, so he'll be back shortly, and the Owls need him. That's hit high, that's hit deep, and it's going to carry over everything. Hot second home run of the game. Yeah, there's not a lot left to say sometimes, Randy. Gets tough up here in the
Vaderz
booth.
just putting the hurt on right now. Rolling.
Are we rolling the lineup to Walensky? Nope. Vader's not satisfied yet. Not going to add on to the 7-hole just yet in the second with this 6-0 lead. Going to roll it back to the top, it looks like, with Billy next. Tyler hit a bomb his last time up. Tyler getting more and more comfortable at the plate, and amazing what a game-tying 3-run bomb will do
Is
to
this
your
his
confidence.
first season?
No, he was on the Stoneman season 1.
Oh, was he?
And season 2, and he was on the Lightning season 3, and
Oh, I don't even remember.
he didn't show up a lot. He showed up a lot season 2, I believe. It might have been season 1. We had a season 0, don't forget. I don't believe Tyler was season 0. He showed up with the Stonemen in season 1.
There's a new poll up.
What is that new poll? Who will win season home run derby? Who will win?
Season 6 MVP.
Season 6 MVP is Randy's guess. Oh, you see it now. You're reading it. I'm looking at the wrong side of the screen. Briner, Roundy, Eder, Bauer, Leday. Big swing by Billy. 7 home runs. He was out
A little bit late on that swing.
He was out to 7 home runs fast, and he's kind of tapered down a little bit. He hasn't had one in probably 20 plate appearances, maybe 30 plate appearances.
Great pitch.
Back-to-back Ks looking from Santiwan. Billy is, I just looked at that. He's 0 for 7. 0 for 7 with a walk.
Really? There's always that one player when things are rolling. There's always that one guy that is like 0 for.
That's it. It's going to stay fair. Yeah, it's coming back, but
wow.
Levi's there. Great play by Levi Lawrence.
Great play by Levi, kind of staying with it because it looked like it was going to be caught by 20 feet went off the bat.
Yeah, he pulled that a little too much. We've seen that type of hit kind of carry into that, even the left center into center and go, but he was fighting the wind a little too much with that one down the left field line, and Levi made a great play. Here's Eder. They got him calm here in game number 2. 4 home runs in game number 1 ties him for the league lead with 10. Kiefer working the corners right here.
A lot of movement on that one, too. Good pitch. This wind does help those big sweeping sliders.
Wind is picking up a little bit. That's a ground ball in the hole. Good play by Holligan.
Great play.
Great play. There we
This
go.
is kind of what they needed. Make a couple plays.
Yep.
See if they can get some momentum going here.
2 good defensive plays in a row, and they're going to have their 2-hole Lawrence up here to lead off the 3rd. Chad Phillips here with Randy Dalby making his booth debut, doing a great job here for us. So glad to get him up here in the booth with us tonight. Getting ready for our series against the Pharaohs coming up next.
Suddenly getting gustier.
It is. Vader's taking too long to get on the field here.
Yeah, not in the biggest hurry I've seen.
Yeah, we got to pick it up a little bit here. We got Trevor Bauer down in the dungeon running things here, and Cody Runnels, Tim Riley down on the field, umpiring with Matt Kelly running the camera. Eder's ready to go. Lawrence ready to go. Oh, Leday is TD. My bad. Bauer, just the guy that's running around doing everything I see. I guess Andrew Leday snuck into the dungeon down there, and he is the technical director right now. Thank you, Andrew. Cajuns don't play till tomorrow. I believe they have the snappers, but I'm not 100% sure. Eder goes sub.
Yep.
Drills his own. Some banter between Walensky and Lawrence.
And I was pressing a little bit too much here at the plate, too.
Yeah, their defense has let them down here tonight. And getting down big early kind of sets everything off. You know, it kind of gets everything off balance, out of rhythm. It allows the pitchers to, you know, really attack first pitch more. You're getting less hitters counts that way. And then when you press a little, there's a base hit. Beau, 2 for 6 on the day now.
That's a few in a row for him, too, right?
Yeah, no. Put it in play a few times in a row. Here's Kiefer. He's 1 for 5 on the day. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Can they get it to third in time? I think they can. Does hold him at second. 4.88. Is that what Reynolds said? 4.88 from both umpires. 4.88 is going to hold that runner at second. New rule this season. Up to 86 viewers. Let's keep building. Brundage working the count here. He's got it in his favor. They got 2 on and only 1 out. So you can make up 6 runs out here in a hurry.
Green light.
Green light. Fouled into the zone, but that's not a catcher drop there with only 1 strike. He still has his zone foul available. Swings and misses.
Tough to lay off that one. Strike the whole way, then it rises at the last minute or last second. And then
Holligan 1 for 5 on the day in a big spot here. Got to get a couple home here. At our screwball strike. There it is. That 6-run lead. It really lets you just attack that first pitch. Now Holligan's up against it here. But punches up the middle. I don't think Walensky. Oh, he can! What a left-handed catch! That ball tailed on him big time. The difference between one player, I mean, all of a sudden shows up a couple weeks ago. Tyler Walensky wins a game for them with a 3-run bomb, has just carried that momentum, and you can see that play there.
Yeah, great play. That's just kind of been the difference today so far is the Vaderz are making those little plays.
Oh, that's the 6-hitter, too. They get a run home there. They got 2 on, and they get their top of their order up.
Yeah.
And they could, you know, get this game tied up in a hurry. Instead, it's still 6-0. McClendon back out to the mound. It's going to be his 6th inning of work on the day.
Yeah, McClendon's pitching well, though.
He has pitched pretty well today. 3 and a third total now on the books. And he's given up 3 runs, a couple of bombs.
Yeah. These guys are going to hit, so there's nothing to worry about there.
Yeah, solo bomb to Eder, solo bomb to Hutt. Kiefer's been looking at his fingers several times after throwing pitches, and it's been early in the inning pitches as well, it seems. That's a little flare. He's got that. No, he doesn't. It's going to be an error. And Beau throws late. Now
May have collided a little bit, too, there.
E1 right there is. I think this one of those middle infielders has to be screaming there, Randy. No, it's mine. That ball's carrying a little more. We've seen as the season's gone along that the pitcher's made a lot of those plays because the wind has been kind of blowing in, so everything's been spinning back to the pitcher. But that one was kind of floating. And you see it get away from him, and the wiffle gods are waking up here. Not a good thing.
Hutt was thinking home run there.
Hutt 4 for 5 with 2 bombs and 2 walks on the day. 2 for 2 with 2 bombs this game. Trying to replicate Eder's feat from game 1. Oh. And he fouls one up to me. Let's see if I can get that. It's kind of over in the corner. Got her. Phil.
Piece?
Yeah. Big pitch there. And that's going to bring up Tyler Walensky. He is 1-for-4 on the day with 3 walks. A home run here in the first inning. 3 strikeouts. Another one slipping out of Kiefer's hand as he...
He seems to have in trouble gripping the ball.
It does seem that way.
He spikes that one.
Yeah, again, looking at his
A little
hand.
mechanic issue, maybe?
Squeezing it a little too tight. Up the middle. That's going to be knocked down by Holligan.
play.
Great play. Can Evans make the throw? Out. Yes. Runnels bangs
There we
him.
go.
That's only 2 outs, though, no? Oh, he stepped on second. Double play.
Yep.
Didn't even realize that. It was so smooth out there.
So,
4-6-3.
got through an inning unscathed there.
Double play. Great play there. Beau just picked that ball up off the ground, and he already had his foot on second base. Couldn't really tell that from here.
Kind of batted it down right to the second base. It's easy just to pick it up, and you're already on it.
Good play by Holligan. We've
And a
seen
good throw.
seen several good plays by shortstops here tonight between Eder and Holligan. All right.
See some.
We go to the top of the 4th. Owls need to get something going. Top of their order, Andrew Miller, Levi Lawrence, and Beau Evans due up here against Kyle Eder. Kyle threw 1 inning in game number 1. Here he is in his 4th inning here in game number 2. His great-grandpa Bill threw out the first pitch tonight, and after that we watched Kyle hit 4 straight home runs in his first 4 plate appearances, leading the Vaderz to a 10-2 Game 1 win. A 5-run first here in game number 2 has got them out strong. Ooh, Miller swinging through. And Levi Lawrence steps in. He is 0 for 5 on the day with a walk. Needs to get his back going. This Owls team capable of scoring runs. We saw it at the end of last season, and then this roster is improved over that. They gotta figure out a way here to all these guys, all 6 of their lineup guys, I'd take in my lineup as you know, a 4 or 5 or 6 hitter. So Miller definitely has got to get it going as well. Screwball fools Levi. You can't get it going here tonight. We still got time, though. Still got time. The Owls have to find a way to steal Game 3 if this one continues. Here's Beau. Beau's got a couple of hits here tonight. He's 2 for 6. Better sliders. Got some good late break. We've seen a lot of hitters pull their hands and find that ball outside their bat. There's the drop, and Eder strikes out the side here in the 4th.
Just mowing them down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks through 4 for Eder. And the Vaderz move along, rolling, looking for their 12th straight win here. Going to add Sesai to the 7-hole. That will be leading off here in the 4th. We see a cloud cover the field for the first time today. Kind of an ominous cloud.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's beautiful. Beautiful day for Wiffle here.
It certainly is, Randy. We got a good series coming up against the Pharaohs, and then tonight you're going to see Vipers Legends.
That'll be a good series.
They're all good series, Randy. They're all. The Owls are going to put up a fight here, and they're going to do it right now. I might have to. Let's go. Cheer on your ex-team. Randy played for the Owls for 2 seasons.
I did.
I traded that first-round pick to them, which they were drafted one of these guys in the first round. It might have been trying to think of who they got. They might have traded that pick in subsequent. But they definitely bettered their team from me getting you because I missed having what I gave them. It was 2 players and 2 picks, I think I gave them for you.
I believe a kitchen sink was part of that deal too.
Yeah, we threw in whatever we could. At the time, they had you guys had 2 out-of-town players.
Yeah.
And the Owls couldn't afford to have both you and Stein, and then so I ended up trading away Stein as well. That's 3 Ks for Billy Santiwan here in game number 2, struggling with the bat a little bit. As we see, oh no, that was Sesai that struck out. I forgot they added Sesai. Base hit for Billy Santiwan. Kiefer out for his 7th inning of work, and that's deep. Levi's not going to get that one.
Misplayed it.
Two-run bomb for Tanner Roundy, who's had a slow offensive night for sure. That might get him going, though, and that's the last thing the Owls need is another Vader bat picking it up. It's going to make it 8-0. 2 runs away from putting this one to bed.
I believe he just threw a nasty knuckleball.
37, is that what I saw on the readout there?
Yeah, there it is again.
Making extremely quick work of Eder here. A little different results in game number 2 for Eder than in game number 1. And here's Alec. Nate Stepner first, sorry. Stepner's 0 for 3. Reached on error twice this game. That's an easy grounder back to Keith. Let's see if they can make this play to the plate. A 2-run bomb by Tanner Roundy here in the 4th. Extend. The Vader's up 8-0 here. They always have to do something here. I'm not even sure what it is.
They've got to get the bats going. Because the Vader's, they're going to score.
They are.
Just got to get some life going from the Night Owls dugout. It's like who's going to be their leader that's kind of picks it up and kind of unites them, really.
Maybe Kyle Lohman when he comes back. I'd like to see them I'd like to see Beau hand the managerial duties to Kyle. Like Beau's still the owner and the GM if that's what he wants to be, but he needs to hand over the game managing responsibilities to somebody who's going to get good feedback because clearly they were having attendance troubles and a few of their guys are no longer here. We're missing some guys. Kyle Watanabe, I'm not sure where he went. A couple other guys they've waived and traded, so it's kind of been the theme of the Night Owls for 4 seasons now. Nick Davila was churning and burning in seasons 3 and 4 and dumping everybody.
Yeah.
And now we look up here in season 6 as we look way up to see that one. And Walensky's trying to get under it, but
that's over the container.
Brundage flexing.
That was a bomb.
That was crushed. It looked like Walensky didn't read that one well at all. I think he took a couple steps in on it and then realized that it was over everything.
Yeah, I think with on a normal no wind or wind blowing in day, it's probably an out.
It's probably a fly ball to short.
But with wind blowing out, that was well over the container.
Yeah, if you get it up into that 3rd tier and into that center field stream, it's not coming back here today. Eder's shutout gone.
A little bit of life, though.
Yeah, it's good, man. You don't want to get shut out ever. You never want to get no hit. You never want to get shut out. You never want to get swept. So they took care of the 2 shutouts and the no hitters, and now they got to find a way in game 3 to take care of a game.
Yep.
I alluded last week when I was up here to the fact that with the Lightning, the Vaderz, the Vipers, and the Cajuns, it's kind of sucking up all the wins right now. There's only so many wins to go around with 10 teams, and if 4 teams all go out to a 600, 650, 700 winning percentage, that's going to get the middle and the bottom of the standings extremely crowded. So you look up, you see you're 5-13, but you look up and you say, oh, wow, we're only 2 games out of 5th. And so, these teams are never dead. And the wins that you can earn against the Vaderz are worth double. good base hit there by Miller.
Ripped it through.
First hit of the night. Because when you look up and you see the ones never beat the Vaderz, and the ones never beat the Vipers, and the Pharaohs never beat the Vaderz, and the Pharaohs never beat the Vipers, but the Owls found a way to get a game from them each series. Those are very valuable wins when you look up at the end of the season in the jockeying position of not being in the relegation zone. I think so. Top three teams are clear in the playoffs. Fourth and fifth play a wild card series to see who that fourth team is that enters the semifinals. Sixth place is in a neutral standings position. They are not facing relegation or in the playoffs. And then seventh, eighth, and ninth will have a three-game battle. Seventh and eighth first, winner safe. Loser against ninth, winner safe. And then the loser of that series will join the 10th place team into that Challengers Tournament against the top two PCL teams, risking their spots in this Premier League wiffle. So we got 2 outs and a guy on first. Solo bomb by Brundage gets these Owls on the board. Levi trying to follow up this Miller single and get a little rally going with 2 outs. But he's pulling his head. He's trying his hardest. He's mad. And he's got the golden sombrero here in game number 2. We go to the Vaderz, who need 3 runs now to win it. You got Chad Phillips here and Randy Dalby. Loving having Randy up here. Hopefully Randy can get his bat going today. Numbers down a little bit this season for him, so hopefully he can heat it up today. Looks like Beau Evans is going to take the mound. And that closes the book on Kiefer, who ended up coming in the first inning. He ends up going 3 1/3. Gives up just 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. So he's thrown 5 1/3 today, giving up 5 runs.
I'm guessing he's probably their 3rd game starter, so trying to keep his innings down.
Yeah, he's only got 2 left, Randy. So
Okay.
he's thrown 3 in game 1 and
He's actually
4 in game 2.
pitched pretty well, so.
He's going to face 5, 6, 7 here for the Vaderz. Hut, Walensky, Alacorn. That's hit well, and
Right
it's
to Miller.
going right to Miller.
Yeah. Hadn't played well, knowing that ball's going to tail that way.
Yep. Tyler Walensky steps in. Just 1 hit today. It was a bomb. He's walked 3 times, though. Made some great plays in the outfield. That one's hit high. Miller's got a bead. Miller under it. Makes a catch.
Yeah. So made a good play there. Sometimes it's really hard to read when it starts curving like that last second.
Let's see if we can get a hat trick from Miller. Sesai Alacorn, owner of these Vaderz, put himself in the 7-hole last inning. 56 miles per hour is going to be ball 1.
Nice little cut to it.
Bo's had a knuckleball, but it's only working half the time is half the problem with it. Sesai swings and misses at that one. Beau looking to work the first 1, 2, 3 inning of the day here against these Vaderz. I don't even think they have one 4-batter inning on the day. This is their 10th inning. That's hit high. That's hit deep. It's going to carry it. Sesai! Way over everything! Sesai Alacorn. It's, I believe, his first home run of the season. I could be mistaken, but I'm going to gamble and say that was number 1. Way out of here as well. Sesai connects.
No doubter off the bat.
Beau in 4 1/3 this season has given up 7 home runs now. Actually, he's up to 5 innings exactly. 7 home runs allowed. At least it was just a solo. He had a pretty good inning going See if he can get Billy here. Santiwan hit. Nope, he singled last time up. 1 for 8 with a walk. That's a line drive in the gap, and it's going to carry and skip off the wall. And the Vaderz are a home run away from preventing the Owls from their at-bats in the 6th. And they got 3 home run hitters in a row here coming up. Well, make that 4. Roundy hit a home run his last plate appearance in the 4th. He's got 3 hits on the game, 3 for 4. Good pitch by Beau there. Tanner reaching. Spoils another good pitch diving down and in the zone.
Knuckleball there.
Yep, that's where it only works like half the time the one he's throwing, so at least it didn't miss over the middle of the plate there. Tanner waves at that one, and Beau works his way through the 5th, and the Owls get one more plate appearance here, one more half inning, try and get a little momentum going into Game 3.
So that's what you got to do with Night Owls right now. It's like, get a few more looks, get rolling for the next game.
It'll be Evans, McClendon, Brundage here. Eder out for a complete game. No walks. No, he did. He walked the leadoff batter. I'm sorry. He walked Miller to lead off the game, and he walked Miller. Tanner walked Miller to lead off Game 1, and those are the only 2 walks. Oh, no, Tanner walked out. So 3 walks generated in 11 innings for the Owls right now. It's not enough. Got to be more disciplined. Eder's threw 1 inning in game number 1, so he's coming out for his 7th inning here. Beau hits it hard, but that's going right to Walensky. He cannot. Oh, and it's over the wall. Home run.
Pinball home run. May have gotten out even without that.
I think so, Randy. I think it does sneak over with no touch. Walensky didn't get a great read on it again. A couple of steps in, and then he had to backtrack, and a little too tall for him. Little flare. That's going to be a base hit.
Oh.
Did he grab it or did it bounce over the wall? Over the wall. Double.
Yeah, went over the wall. A true ground rule double.
Yes, that hurts. Now, players don't like our rule there, Randy. You lose the base. It's only the 2 bases. Little caveat in the rules. Well, I don't think we had many ground rule doubles at Hideaway at all. A lot more possible here at this field with the A, harder turf, and B, lower wall.
Mm-hmm.
I like the rule. I like only getting 2 bases and having a little caveat on the double where, oh, no, it hopped over. The run doesn't score from first. It's interesting.
Until it comes back to bite yourself.
Yeah, of course. You got to have some little stuff that only happens once in a great while. Double play ball. Nope. Sorry, that was a double. My bad. Easy out. Santiwan with the play. 6-hole Holligan up. That ball just
swing
stopped traveling.
Yeah.
Let's hit high. That's carrying a little bit. Walensky stays under that one. Makes the play for the second out here. Going to give Andrew Miller one more crack at him. Andrew's 1 for 3 with a walk here in game number 2. Looks a little low there. Miller spoils it.
That will do it.
It will. Another Vaderz romp. 10-2 game 1, 9-2 game 2. What do we got in store for game 3, Randy? The Owls, can they muster any type of fight here and force a game here at least?
Yeah, the keys are the same. You know, defense got to make plays, got to talk out there, come together as a team. You know,
I got to do it in a hurry too. Let's
Yeah.
hope they can have a better first inning. We'll see you in about 3 minutes for that.
All right, sounds good.
And that's a deep drive. Brandon Gregg! Oh! Taylor Briner! Brandon Gregg, what a catch and play!
There's 9 games total.
Damn. Okay.
And we've got a home run for the Bombers.
Oh, wow. Murph grabs that like a boss.
Like that. Where's the hole? Like I thought I had that the whole way.
Oh! Sansone just smoked it off Buck Burner's mouth.
Looking really good as Gio unloads on that. And we were saying that the winds are kind of, you know, slightly going out there.
That was a ugly looking swing. The bat must have broke there from Murphy. Looks like he's gonna go get a new one. Just take another look at this.
Oh, man, that might be the furthest PLW home run at this field. Holy cow.
And then Hicks flew out.
Oh, that's a deep fly ball. That might go over. Oh! It's a fan, I think.
Really found his stroke here tonight, and he just smoked that ball. That
Left side. Oh, GK with another amazing play. Wow.
Day gets under that one. That's going to be a tricky play, but Eder
What a
lays
catch.
out with a big play.
Hit this pitch, but
and that's ripped by Corral. Manny Patricus, one-handed diving catch, a highlight play.
and get the save. And we're good to go.
J-Dub mammoth shot to the container.
Keep it in.
Do not lay one in. And Jake Purdy, deep drive, right field. Purdy with the bomb to tie it up. Deep drive, Howland, bat flip, gone! Home run, Tyler Howland, 7-6, Lightning, and they strike again on Tom Gannon.
Surfboard out there, waxing it up. She's ready to go, and that goes off J-Dubs.
Ripped by Dolby here! Home run to tie it up! The Lightning have tied it up! And Randy Dolby wins the matchup between him and Gannon. Oh
Tie
my
game.
goodness, tie ball game!
Oh, he hit it off Tanner.
Oh my God! TK Rabbit! He did it! Walk-off home run!
All right, we are back for game 3. Not sure where Chad went, but he's coming up right now. It looked like Billy was warming up for game 3, so as the Night Owls, you got to somehow get through one of the better pitchers in the league. So it's going to be a tough task for them.
How do you think Billy's knuckleball is going to look in this type of breeze?
Blowing out probably actually will look even more ridiculous.
Yeah, because it has kind of more time to knuckle almost because
Yeah.
it's gotten slowed down a little bit, even though he's throwing it hard.
When the wind's blowing out, that usually helps a knuckleball dance more, but it's harder to control. When it's blowing in, it usually doesn't move quite as much.
All right, so we're about 8 minutes behind pace here. Not too bad. Let's have a good pace game 3. Reynolds trying to do his best to keep this moving.
Looks like Vaderz are ready here. Miller coming up to play. Looks like order's staying the same. Getting some new wiffle points in, looking about the same spread.
Miller grounds out to lead this game off. Lawrence trying to refocus himself here and have a good game
That's
three.
what Niles got to do. They got to just put the other two games out of their mind, and how do we win this third game?
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you that if they do find a way to win this third game, the Vaderz will feel like they lost today. It'll feel like a completely blown series if they don't sweep after how the first two games have gone.
Yeah.
So this is a big game still. Every game is big. You got to erase those first two. Do what you can to keep them off the board, and can't give them 10 runs again.
Yeah. Like you said, the Niles have talent, and they can win.
Certainly.
Popped it up. Levi threatening the pitcher to not run up and catch that. Levi threatening the pitcher to not run up and catch that.
He struck out after that?
Yeah.
All right, looks like they are going with the same lineup, trying to get these lineups written in for game three. We turn these games over so quickly now. Not a lot of setup time. Oh, fights it off his knee.
Foot, yeah. Yeah, those. I don't know if I've ever seen a spread quite like that. Oh, just foul. Does anyone want to put some points on the Night Owls?
Well, I don't know. They haven't shown much reason to put points on them yet here tonight. There's a base hit.
Yeah, look at that. Found a hole.
Beau's fourth hit, leading the Owls here tonight. It's going to put Kiefer McClendon back in the batter's box here, looking for a little two-out magic to start this game off, get onto the right foot.
You can see the Vaderz have adjusted their defense, too. Knowing the wind is taking the ball that way. They're not really playing for anyone for pull in the outfield. Just missed, it looked like. 117 mile an hour.
That bounced. You heard that little ting, but it skip tinged.
Okay, we got someone going with the Night Owls. Brad Bard.
Billy strikes out Kiefer on a pitch that didn't get to the plate.
Yeah.
Fooled him, took a lot of speed off of that one. The Owls go scoreless here in the first inning. Tough day for these Owls. Still time to get a win and leave here feeling good about themselves. 5-12 on the season. Vaderz 12 in a row, coming in at 14-3. Whew. Randy Dalby here with myself, Chad Phillips, Matt Kelly up on Skycam, Angela Day as our technical director, Cody Runnels, lead umpire, and Kenny Santiwan has taken over for Tim Riley as umpire 2 here for game number 3. Lightning Pharaohs coming up next. Vaderz Legends later on.
Looks like Night Owls going with Brundage.
Brundage, all right, I like
the
it.
Game.
I wish they would have maybe given him an inning somewhere along the way. If they were planning on starting him game 3, they had both games. They had a chance to give him an inning.
Yeah.
And Beau took that inning instead last game, which looks even weirder now.
It is with the new rules, and you don't get a whole lot of warm-ups. So
You don't get warm-ups. So at least give him an inning to find himself out there, because now, you never can save your ace for game 3, because if you go walk and he does have a tough start, all of a sudden you just threw your ace 1 inning on the night. So I'm not saying Brundage is their ace, but at the same time, he's their guy that needs work the most maybe, and they should have found a way to squeeze him in somewhere. And instead he comes right in.
Yeah.
Can't really find his release point as of yet. Some dangerous hitters. Billy punches one in. Andrew Miller playing all the way out by that 122 sign. Leadoff single for the Vaderz. Roundy rolls in. Roundy's had a tough day at the plate here, but he picked it up in game 2, so actually not that tough of a day anymore. He's 3 for 9 with a walk. 4 runs scored, 1 home run. That's not going to stay fair.
Nope.
Wind kind of blowing right up, and feels like the wind has turned a little maybe.
Has a little bit more in. Just kind of gusting.
Yeah, a little bit more in, a little bit more right.
Picking up all the dirt. There, swung right through that one. It's just a straight fastball, looked like.
Kyle Etter steps in the box. Kyle went 4 for 4 with 4 home runs in game number 1. 0 for 3 with a walk in game number 2. Let's see which Kyle Etter we get here in game number 3. I'm not sure Kyle has ever seen Brian Brundage in his career before. He may have once late last season.
Just outside.
3-1, dangerous pitch. Brundage better stay competitive here with this one. Floats it high.
Oh, maybe it wasn't a walk.
Courtesy swing.
Oh, he swung.
Yeah.
I can't even see it from this angle.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, not the worst person to walk.
Here's Nifty Nate Stepna. Nate comes in. Double play, turned.
All right.
5-4-3 double play.
Night Owls there.
Night Owls are out of it. Stepna was 2 for 8 on the day. Now 2 for 9. That double play turned by the Owls. Key, and they get through the first inning. Randy, it's 0-0.
Yeah.
We got a ball game. We have a ball game. Billy Santiwan. Let's get some pitchers' numbers here. Billy Santiwan comes in. This is his 14th appearance in the 18th game. So he had pitched in 13 out of 15 coming in, and then they don't use him in games 1 and 2. Just 25 and a third innings, though. 4.5 ERA. 14 walks in those 25 and a third. 31 strikeouts. 1.66 whip, so about league average. I'd say 1.66 can be good enough in this league for a whip. Pretty much average numbers for Billy so far. Looking to improve on those here against this Owls team.
Knuckleballs like that, those little numbers go down.
Billy just pounding the zone. Ooh, and then he tries the bounce trick. If he bounced it another 4 inches, I think he would have swung. What's up, Beaver Inspector? Welcome. You're watching the Vaderz take it to the Owls right now. Owls trying to find any answer they can here in game number 3. If you could down there, Mr. Leday, change that to Vaderz lead the series 2-0. Miller's been seeing a lot of pitches here tonight. Even though he struggled a little bit, He has worked a lot of counts deep, and that one
foul.
Whipped that one foul. Miller has seen, at least 4 pitches every plate appearance, and he swings and misses at that one. Strikes out the side. Billy Santiwan. 5Ks through 2. Vaderz coming up here in the bottom of the second, looking to jump back on top. Welcome, PLW Nation. It's a gorgeous day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Still a very difficult word to say, Randy.
Not sure if any other Las Vegases, but I'm sure there are.
Yeah, no, there is. There is
there?
another Las Vegas. Yeah, there is one other, I believe. And the winds have kind of been a little gusty here. They're moving more towards right field as we go.
Mm-hmm. Going back to Brundage, too, so not going to Levi or Kiefer yet.
Or Holligan's their,
Holligan,
Holligan's their ace man, in my opinion. He's got great numbers this season. He's got the highest ceiling as well, and doesn't get hit hard very often here so far. That's a ground ball, and it's an error from Kiefer. Where's Cody?
He just didn't get down far enough for it.
And the Owls.
This is like one of those plays that you got to make when you're trying to win the game like this against a good team.
Yeah, you see guys like Trench and GK and Valencia. They get down on that. They don't give a hole there to go through. They just smother the ball, and it's very key.
You can get down on your knees and still make the play.
And that's, Brundage already has a tough task here to get these Vaderz out, and giving them any extra outs is going to make things very difficult. Walensky seeing the ball better and better and better as this season progresses. Really going to make this Vaderz team difficult if him in the 6 hole can cause damage. Although he's really not going to be in the 6 hole necessarily, as we see Brundage walk out. He might not be in the 6 hole because, they got Gio, they got Ibarra. I'm still want to see if Ibarra can get playoff eligible. Now, remember, Randy, it's 21 games to get playoff eligible, so a guy like yourself has to show up here for 7 series and make sure you get in all 3 games. Yeah. Ibarra had a flight scheduled for this series to play today. That might have been one of the only 7 he could make, so his flight being delayed today might push his playoff ability away for season 6.
I think it wasn't even like a slight delay. This was like he's supposed to get here at like 10 or like early in the morning, and he's not getting here till like, I don't know, 1 or 2 p.m. or something.
I wonder if they snuck him below the line this game in case he's going to come, but that doesn't matter. Like 20 games it is. Even if he gets that 1, that could make 19 6 series plus this 1 game. So it could be a bigger deal than you realize. Yeah. Which brings a guy like Tyler Walensky into play a little bit more. Sesai batting 7, so the Vaderz feeling their oats here. They've not done this the first 2 games. We saw this last week, 2 complete blowouts. In the 3rd game, the team that batted 8 only won 5-4 that game. Or no, it was 5-4 into the last inning. So the Vaderz going with 7 out the gate. They've waited until the 3rd inning and the 4th inning, respectively, in the first 2 games to make this move.
Yep.
And with 2 on and nobody out here, Sesai did go way over the container, though, in the 6th inning of last game.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling his oats. The Vaderz are feeling theirs. See Holligan come back out. He has 7 innings remaining, so he can complete this game. Sesai can't lay off.
Chased it.
First out here in the 2nd.
Interesting pull there. Will the 14-game win streak ever be broken?
It's a 17, I thought, isn't it? Is it 14? Is that right? I thought it was more than 14. I could be wrong. I think they were talking last week about it being bigger. $17 is losing.
Oh, 17 is a losing streak.
Oh, 17 is a losing streak.
You don't want to be on that record.
14 is the best winning streak ever. Okay. So the Legends have both of those streaks, I believe, too.
Oh, really?
I think so. They might have been the Tomahawks when they did that 17 gamer, I believe, if I can remember correctly. Billy grounds one. Brundage makes sure this one. Beau goes for two, but throws a duck.
It is one of the hardest things to do on those double plays is grip the ball correctly and then quickly turn it. Because if you have the holes on the wrong side, that ball can go all over the place.
So
in the dirt's not the worst, but if it goes up high, then you've given up the error.
There would have been a run if it went high there. Good job by Alec Holligan to avoid it. They had an error in that inning and a double play that they should have and didn't turn. He still gets out of it.
Yeah, and getting a little bit of life from the Night Owls. Seem to be getting a little more pumped up here. So.
Yep, zip through two.
Yeah.
They're fighting, and they've been able to scrap a couple runs home each game. Let's see if they can scrap something against Santiwan, who's got 5 Ks through 2. He struck out 4 in a row here.
His knuckleball is looking really nasty right now.
Did we close the bets? Can we close? Can we close the bets here? It's the top of the third. It's probably a good time to close those.
Oh, so yeah, Las Vegas, New Mexico. So there's another one.
Yep, there it is. Taking a little too long here in between innings. We're going to have 2, 3, 4 for the Owls. Lawrence, Evans, and McClendon due up here in the top of the third. Owls looking for anything they can muster here, any type of momentum, a walk, an error. Just get the ball in play, disciplined plate appearances. Levi gets one deep. That's way out of here on the roof.
Holy cow. Just a missile onto the roof, that was that first little awning roof thing. Gets under that, you might get it all over the whole building.
Levi crushed
Levi
that.
is pumped, shirt off. Here's the life that the Night Owls needed.
No, close those bets down, guys. Those bets have to close right now. It's 1-0 in the third. The bets cannot be open. I don't know who's doing the producing here, but close those down.
It's me doing the producing. I was out there fixing
Oh. Oh. Thank you, Trevor. Oh, I got the walkie-talkie here. Was that Beau grounding out?
Grounding out, so it's the first out. But the Night Owls with their first lead. Wow, nasty. Absolutely nasty knuckleball.
Bets are finally closed. Looks like 28-1 odds on the Night Owls. So if you bet the Night Owls, you're live here.
Yeah, that ball is dancing today with that wind.
I mean, true odds of this game, I would say the Vaderz are probably like a 9 or 10-1 favorite to win this game, I would say. Any more than that is a little excessive.
You've looked at these.
Maybe less even than that. 7-1.
Yeah, you've looked at the payouts and you got to think the expected value. If you just bet like 1,000, like it's probably worth it.
Yeah, 28-1. It's a lot of points.
Or betting on the Night Owls.
That's fair. Brundage with a single.
Yeah.
That thing, I don't know.
Starting to hit Billy a little bit here too.
How did that stay fair? That was weird.
Had a lot of spin on it. So it kind of hit it and then shot right over to the out of bounds area.
Holligan swings through a high knuckle. We are over 100 viewers, Randy.
Nice. I see you got someone from the Philippines watching. That's pretty cool. I don't think he went on that one.
Yeah, it's Nighthawk. He's in there all the time. One of our regs.
Okay. Good foul off there.
Halligan battling. They can't lay off that slow knuckle in the dirt right now, but they get a run in the top of the third.
Yeah.
For the first time today, the Night Owls.
You can kind of see just the body language is different too. Don't see anyone hanging their heads right now. So, and looks like this is kind of Halligan's game. Kind of going the rest of the way, it looks like.
I mean, there's not a lot of reason to hang your head. Honestly, you come into tonight as Beau Evans, the owner of the Owls, thinking we got to get one game tonight. We have to get one game. If we get one game, it's a successful series. If we can get two, we're gonna go out and celebrate tonight. But let's get a game, and they're not out of position yet. They get this game, they're on par for what they should be doing against this Vaderz team. I think this is a tough team.
Absolutely correct.
So they just got to keep with it, and I hope Halligan can generate 12 more outs for them.
And like one game is big in those standings.
Yeah, there's only 54 of them, and
looks like they're leading off with Eder.
yep, it's going to be Eder, Stepner, and Hutt. And don't forget, the Vaderz did bat 7 this game, so another little thing that's going the Owls' way here right now, giving Halligan that one more out maybe at the bottom of the order that he might need to get through something.
It can mess with the timing of the order, getting that extra 7th guy in there for sure.
Halligan throws hard. He's got a good release. His ball maintains its speed throughout the duration of the pitch.
Looked like that may have been a little bit of knuckleball too.
Yeah, those sidearm knuckleballs are really tough when somebody can throw them well. He misses away a few pitches in a row here, and now we have the payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Halligan to Eder. Delivers a strike, and good play by Kiefer, stays with it, and hits Eder for the out. Halligan, 11 outs away from victory. Stepna in the 4-hole. Spoils one off. Halligan gets ahead. No walks yet for Alec, and enough innings to finish this game. He can actually throw through the 8th inning. A little pop-up. And it's Halligan lets it drop, and then Air mails it for the 2-base error. And the Owls cannot get out of their own way.
You had time to. Sometimes you just got to recollect yourself and, make a good throw. Kind of forced it and let it go wide.
Their 6th error on the night here, and they've only been on defense this is only their 13th inning on defense, so that's just a couple too many there.
Mm-hmm. Well, see if he can just ignore that and then get these next 2 outs. Got to go home.
An unearned run ties this game right back up. Hutt rips a single for the RBI. Nate Stepna has reached on error 4 times today, Randy. 4 times he's reached by error. Guy on first, and the 6-hole up here with Tyler Walensky. It's a big error, just 1 single this inning, and 3 batters. It could be 2 outs, a guy on first. Instead, double play ball. He keeps that on the infield. Brundage to Evans to the backstop. Fielder's choice, 5-2-2.
Slightly over. Good play in the field again, though.
Yep. Good job.
There, Kiefer's kind of settled down.
It's a minor thing, but Kiefer playing third base, he did look a little awkward over at third, Kiefer, That's a base hit down the line. That's going to get past the wall for a double, and it's going to put the Vaderz on top 2-1.
That's fine, thank you.
Sesai Alacorn in the 7-hole, getting her done.
So yeah, that error kind of coming back to haunt them right now.
Yep, now everything's on her in this inning. Sesai, newfound offensive prowess and helping his Vaderz team jump back on top here in the third. Billy waves at a slider off of it. I think he did get a
piece.
Small tip on that one.
Way out in front. That's a little dribbler. Should be playable. Yeah. But only 2 runs.
Yeah, 2 runs. Both unearned, I believe. Let's see. Out. Yep, both unearned runs. Owls beating themselves, exactly what they can't do. They finally found a game here where they've kind of hung in there. They've got good pitching.
This is where they can't put their heads down. You know, you had some hits off of Santiwan last inning, and you know you're hitting them. So you just got to kind of know you can come through.
Santiwan has been very hittable this season. He's not been really dominating on the mound as of yet.
Oh,
that's fair.
That's fair.
And he caught it.
Wow. Good hand-eye coordination there.
Going to bring up Lawrence. Hit a bomb last time up. Needs another one this time up.
Yeah, last time hit one onto that first roof there. Over the porch. Just a missile.
Knocking on Adam's window up there.
Don't want to wake Adam up right now.
This is in someone's backyard.
Ooh.
That is correct. There's a private residence in about 20 miles from the Las Vegas Strip.
Swung through it. Levi thought he should have hit that one.
Santiwan's eighth strikeout. Knuckleball. You could see the holes waving at us there, Randy.
Yeah. That one stayed kind of inside. Didn't come back across.
Like that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, another one.
That one danced a lot. Yeah,
4 different directions.
Yep. Those were always the hardest to hit.
9 Ks for Billy Santiwan through 4 innings of play. And the Vaderz, going into the bottom of the 4th, have a 2-1 lead. Looking for the sweep. Holligan back out here. Been effective. Defense, not so much behind him.
Yeah, he's pitched well so far this game. Just got to kind of hold him to 2 and then hope we can scratch a couple across.
Tanner Roundy, Kyle Eder, Nate Stepna here in the 4th for the Vaderz. 2-3-4. Vaderz batting 7 right now. Sesai, Alicorn in that 7-hole. Big hit last inning to put the Vaderz on top here, 2-1. 28-1 odds. Final odds closing here for this game.
Ooh, that was a nasty knuckleball, too. Someone asking who's playing next.
It's going to be Lightning against the Pharaohs next, and then Vipers against the Legends later this afternoon. We have the Vaderz winning game 1 10-2, game 2 9-2. Both games got out of hand early. This game, Lawrence hit a home run to give the Owls their first lead, and coming back with 2 unearned runs last inning, Vaderz to take the lead.
Mulligan really settling in with this knuckleball. It's looking really good. Slider away. Tried to speed him up a little bit too. And same thing again there. Being really careful.
A lot of spin on that one.
Came out with the knuckleball.
Better spoils another.
So slider away. Ooh. Like a slider didn't do anything. Kind of a couple big gusts here of wind. Oh. Kind of ate him up there. Ball kind of came back across his body. Throw is tough.
We're going to call that a single.
Holding Eder to a single is I call that a win.
Today, for sure, he's been worth more than a single every plate appearance.
Yeah, that's gonna. Oh,
going for 3. They got it. Nope, not a good throw.
thought that ball was gonna hang up long enough for Miller to get to it, but he was playing really deep.
Yeah, the ball's been flying over his head all night long.
Yeah. I don't know if you need to play up against the wall.
Yeah, if it's a home run, it's a home run. It's not a lot you can do about it. So I kind of do like playing shallow in these spots and stealing some of those hits versus watching balls fly over your head even when you're deep.
Yeah. But hit someone in the head there. Good pitch. Sped him up a little. Good knuckleball there. Someone's asking if Lohman will ever play again. I believe he's on vacation.
I think he may be back next week. I'm guessing, though. It feels like his vacation's over. 6 weeks, I think they said. This is week 6. Soon. In the next few weeks, he'll be back out there.
It's ripped foul. Knuckleball up and in. It's a big pitch right here. Oh, lost him. Bases loaded.
Easy double play ball, and he boots it, but oh no, he still should have gone to third, but he didn't. And the run's going to score. He still had time to go to third there.
Could be one of those things where it's just like not quite enough experience, but those are teachable moments. But a big run there for the Vaderz for sure. And still not over with this inning.
No, let's see if they really make them pay for that. Sesai batting in the 7 hole here. A big single. Oh no, it was a double he had last time.
Sesai swung through that one way out of the zone. Oh, player with the best hair.
Not me. I'm going to vote for Nate Stepna. That's who I'm going. Nate. Nifty Nate Stepna. We're only 4 minutes behind pace now. We're kind of picking up a minute here and a minute there as we roll today.
Not too bad.
Well, we should have light till about 7:45, 7:50 tonight. It's a nice day. So it's enough time if they do get a little behind for that late series to have a little window.
Knuckleball's outside. Rolled over it. We have a Las Vegas tumbleweed in the outfield. What is
coming back? It's gone.
Look at Brundage. That ball was hooking foul, then curved back, like just in front of the foul pole. Good hit. Got him back within 1 now.
Yeah, the inability to make that double play last inning.
Yep.
It really kind of comes back and bites him here. Billy, no walks yet.
Billy working quickly here.
All gonna work
Good
on the
lead,
count.
yeah. Got a full count, I think, now. Wow, good eye.
And he finds the
It's
walk.
Tough to lay off that.
Yeah, Owls get the tying run to first base here with just 1 out. And the top of the order due up. The best spot that they have been in here yet this evening.
And you got your top of your lineup coming around too now.
Yep, and you got Santiwan on the ropes a little bit. Lost his release point here. Resets. Takes a walk. Gets back. Expect a strike here, Randy. There it is. Filthy knuckleball.
Filthy knuckleball. Tough to judge under it.
Was that like a screwing knuckleball,
Yeah,
too?
that one came back in on the hands.
Tough. Miller. And then he throws a knuckleball that moves the other direction.
Yep.
Man, how do you handle this Santiwan guy when he's on? You saw him reset himself there. More pitchers need to take that note right there. He, kind of 4 or 5 straight balls.
So I was like, he was kind of working pretty quickly there for a second, but he picked up on it, kind of took a step off, just regather yourself.
Veteran player out there, season 4 Cy Young winner Billy Santiwan with a 3-2 lead, tying run at first base, and Levi Lawrence in the 2-hole trying to do some damage. That's coming back. Oh no, and there it is. And Hutt picks it up, makes the play. And the Owls get 1 run on a Brundage solo bomb with 1 out there, but can do no more damage. And after 4.5 innings, Vaderz 3, Owls 2.
Dreaded dribblers there. But this is still a game, so Holligan's got to shut the door here, and then hopefully you can kind of pull ahead or take the lead, tie it up this next inning. They're getting hits, so.
Holligan does have 3 innings left, so he can throw. Oh, he has 4 innings left. He can throw 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they can tie it up, they still do have Holligan. Billy came into this game with 0, so he has full pitching immunity for this one.
Yeah, no, he's looking really good out there. So he can extend this game. You got to feel good about it.
Yeah. Well, the Owls got to get 3 outs here before they think about anything else. So let's go one at a time first. Top of the order. Billy Santi, ground ball to short. Keeper plays it well. Off the chest. Picks it up. Makes a good throw. 1 out.
So that one he got down all the way on. The one in the air, it was like half a foot. Just went right under him.
Did it look like that one kind of rolled up his arm? It maybe took a hop off of his wrist and then his chest and then in front of him?
Yeah, it kind of pinballed.
Yeah.
Which you can use your upper body to do that.
Yeah, good pitch by Halligan there. Has Roundy waving at it for strike 2. Nah, Judy, we're going to get these games in. I don't care. If the last series runs out of light, it runs out of light. It hasn't happened yet, and we had our most difficult, shortest light we're going to have all season, so we're just going to ride it and keep these players moving quickly. Some series take longer. They take longer.
Right side. Yeah.
We do have an extra 40, 45-minute window, so it'll be okay. There could be a quick Mercy series later today, too. You never know. One Mercy can fix the whole timing for the day. Back to Roundy. Hits one deep. Hits one back. Levi jumps it. Snags it. Great play, Lawrence. 2 outs.
Great play by Levi.
Halligan waves his cap.
Keeps that at 1-run game. That's huge. Levi's pumped.
These games are getting better and better as we move. I know the talent distribution has kind of been skewed a little bit early here in the season, but believe me, this Night Owls has a talented team. They just have to get something to put them together and something to bring them together. There's nobody on this team I would consider cutting, so therefore they have all PLW-ready players.
Yeah, no.
It's not a lack of talent that's making them struggle. And
that one foul.
You know, back in season 3, they went 50 consecutive innings without a run. I don't have the exact number. It was like 51 and a third. Or it was something insane without scoring. They didn't have that much talent on the team. But now, a lot of good players. So
yeah, now just got to plan to put it together. I don't know if it was over 55, but it was right around there.
Runnels is calling that clearly over, which it has to be clearly over 60.
In my opinion, it was pretty close.
Yeah, it did look like about 60 to me. I'm not sure about clearly over 60, but I don't hate the call. That pitch was hot.
Popped up. Ooh. Those little pop-ups straight up. Pitcher can probably get to that with those winds.
Yeah, sometimes pitchers give up on it a little too soon. 2-2 pitch. Halligan to Etter. Etter tips it into the zone. Catcher
I think that
drops that one.
Hit the ground first.
Oh, you think so? I don't.
I thought I heard it hit the ground, but I can't really see.
I think it was the slow, like down low, it caught. But don't matter now.
Levi's pumped, trying to get his team ready for this last at bat.
Hey, Cody, was that into the zone? Just curious. It was into the zone? Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he hit it up real high, and it kind of went slow and low and just kind of clipped the bottom. A horrible view up here, Randy, huh?
Yeah, no, can't really see the zone.
I know, it's so
It's not a bad view.
No,
can't really see the batter.
It's a good view. We just need a cutout, like 8 inches down, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes I'll switch over to the monitor and you can kind of see it.
Yeah, but the problem with that is you're like on 2-second delay on the monitor. Yeah. So we used to have when we were at Hideaway, we had the real-time monitor up here, so we could watch the monitor.
Gotcha.
But now it's a little different, a little trickier. Everything, the timing is a little off. But
still good whiffle.
Yeah, still great whiffle up here, and we're gonna.
Oh, that moved so much at the last possible split second.
Beau Evans trying to get his boys going here in the 6th. Need a base runner, and there it is. It's gonna stay. Is it gonna get to the wall? No. Single, Beau Evans, his 5th hit of the night.
Just what they wanted here. Getting the runner on. Get some pressure going. Billy's been in this moment many times.
Beau is 5 for 12 on the night. Kiefer McClendon steps in. Ground ball, double play ball, flip, Stepna, time, fire. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 2 times that I heard, both under the 5-second, and a dagger.
Yeah, but still got 1 out to play with, and Brundage did hit a home run this last at bat.
This time up. Is that going to stay fair? It is. It is. No.
Last second.
God, it held that line for 3/4 of the way.
See if Brennix can extend this game. Lays off the hot one.
Strike 3. No.
Oh.
57.
Wow.
And the Owls have a little bit of life still. Is it enough? Ball. Good take. 3 balls. 2
Brennan's
strikes.
seeing him well.
They can get this back to Miller. I think they can get it done, Randy. Ball. 4. Billy walks out. Complete game gone. You know how many times in the last 2 seasons we have seen a pitcher lose a shutout or a complete game after 5 2/3?
Yeah, it seems to happen a lot.
It's incredible. So now the situation changes a little. Again, Holligans can throw through the 8th. Eder is now in. He only has 2 innings remaining, so he can throw the 6th here. And if somehow they tie this up, only the 7th, and then they'll have to go back to Tanner. Tanner's the type of guy that needs to be in that rhythm, so he hasn't seen the mound in about 2 hours. That could be difficult for Tanner if he's called upon at some
trying
point.
to go in there cold. You don't get as many warm-ups as you used to.
But a double play bigger than it seemed now after that walk. So Eder's tasked with 1 out here. Vaderz
takes 1 swing now.
The Vaderz lead the league in saves as well. Can't remember if it was 5 or 4, but the Vaderz do have more saves than any other team in PLW this season. That was a ball. It was hot. The ball count is 1-1. Ooh. Takes a little off. That one finds the zone. Eder's great grandpa threw out the first pitch of game number 1, 95 years old. Eder hit 4 home runs that game. Can he finish it off for these Vaderz? Holligan spoils a very tough pitch there.
Tough screwball.
Eder kicks and deals again. 1-2 to Holligan. Holds. Goofs around a little too much for my liking there.
Little pump fake.
Uncompetitive pitch as he gets out of rhythm a little bit there, and the count's 2-2.
Can't mess up your mechanics doing those things. Oh, got him though.
He did beat him with that one, and the Owls go down. Frustrating night for them. Big night for Kyle Eder. He gets the save, saving Billy Santiwan's gem. Billy gave up 2 solo bombs, and I don't know. At least we got a good game there in Game 3.
Yeah, Game 3 was really good. Rough 2 games, but
they avoided the mercy. Both games 1 and 2 look like it could be a mercy though, and they did play all 6 innings.
Yeah,
they got to bat 18 times tonight. That could give the little bit of value in getting their guys more reps moving forward. Because again, a talented team just keep needing reps. So the fact that they were able to fight all the way through and put up the best fight in Game 3, good news.
These Vaderz are really tough and they're rolling too. So
they
made a good series out of that last game. So.
They did, and the Night Owls have some bright future, I think. Hopefully Kyle Lohman can come back and kind of provide some more direction and, balance and, consistency for the squad. And we got another series starting up, though, in about 10 minutes here, I would say, maybe even like 8 minutes. It's going to be lightning.
Guessing the person to the booth is pretty
Pharaohs.
obvious for this series.
Yeah, it's. I don't think we do a booth on Saturdays in these spots.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I don't think so. No booth. We are the booth. We're gonna go play some wiffle, though. I guess we. I think you just cut this down there right to the 9-minute video right now. I think just instead of cutting the 2-minute break, cut the 9-minute break, and hopefully we're ready to go right then. We'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot.